Welcome to the Guild of Icons Adventures. That's it from me. We go to Iris. Good luck.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Damn it, I was hoping I'd head him off at the pass by being too fast.
Thank you, Nick, for passing it on to me. I'm now passing it on to one of you. Inspiration for whoever recaps.
Oh, I probably need it, don't I?
Yes.
Realistically, I'm the one most likely to die. Okay, so here's what happened. First of all, I've not hit any music. Boom, there we go. Right, we were invited onto an auction ship, and by invited, invitations literally arrived for us. And so we got on this boat, and things were not as they seemed. Well, they were exactly what they seemed, which was weird as hell. And the auction, it transpires, was for what I can only describe as fey nonsense. We're talking like heartstrings are being used as the currency. People are selling like their shadows and stuff. Anyway, we were sent there with one specific reason, and that was to cause someone to buy the Black Fleece. The name may not be correct, but it's like that from a sheep. But it had power over life and death. Now, I'm doing my best for a man with no functioning memory. It's been like a month. Now, we succeeded in getting someone to buy it. I can't remember who, but we succeeded. But in the process, we all sold something as well. Inoltrare sold a portent to some Celestials. Fee sold something to some people, and so did Morgan. No, Morgan didn't sell anything, actually.
No, I sold an endless knotted rope.
That's it. You sold, you didn't buy. You didn't want anyone having any heartstrings on you.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think I managed to get like 8 strings, and I think it was the knives I sold. I sold.
Yeah, I've sort of come out evens, because I've got 5 heartstrings from a Celestial, and a Beholder has 5 of my heartstrings. I'm hoping maybe I can trade those, but probably not. Anyway.
By the way, apologies if my little icon there keeps popping up and down without any sound. That's just a thing with my microphone.
Oh, yeah. Discord just thinks you're talking when you're not. I don't know why. Discord's having a moment. And then, at the end of the auction, the ship was attacked by pirates, ghost pirates, on a ghost ship, the Void-Kirin. Did I miss anything? Probably. But how was that? Huh?
I mean, you did break the hopes and dreams again of a certain kobold, but...
Oh, yeah, well, fuck him.
Oh, yeah, we got a peek into Inoltrare's villain arc.
Oh, yeah, I touched the Orb of Dragonkind.
Yeah, that was a thing.
And there was Tiamat in it, or original character Do Not Steal. Tiamat was in it, and yeah, we had a conversation. I'm gonna have to kill a kobold
eventually,
again,
but
for the 3rd time.
But speaking of the pirate invasion, where we did leave off, yes, the pirates are attacking.
On me.
A very nicely dressed wooden skeleton stands at the front of the auction while cannonballs are flying through the ship one way or the other.
Morgan got hit by one.
I'm sorry, Morgan. And after she said that the ship and its contents are now the property of the Void-Kirin, people are immediately beginning to scatter. Some of the people at the auction are just teleporting away. Others are doing their best to get out. You see an archway made of trees appear like along one of the side walls, and Artemisia and the Cloud Giant just kind of duck into it. What are you lot doing?
Morgan's paying attention to the sheep.
Okay. Should we try to leave?
The sheep is cowering under a table.
If I remember, we're all on different tables right now.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Message, which if I recall requires an intelligence saving throw. And I'm going to put a message to... I'm going to send this one to Fee, because I think Fee is the person Inoltrare reaches out to in a crisis. And it's like, Fee, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Fee, what do we do?
A pirate attack.
You know, if he has so much experience from all of those super pirates.
Yeah. My dad always told me, if you're attacked by pirates, just hand over your wallet and don't argue and get out safe.
I don't have a wallet. Wait, I can't reply that back. Also, my save was 26.
Now, are those pirates, or are they rats that you find in the pies?
Don't cast aspersions on George's cooking.
At the front of the auction house, you could see the skeletal admiral, the seeming captain of the Void-Kirin. I believe she did actually introduce herself properly.
Yeah.
She would. But I'm going to actually have to find that. Give me a moment. You could see her holding what was the last item being auctioned off. The Heart of Curses. A mechanical heart surrounded by white fire.
That doesn't sound like a good thing for them to have.
Hey, you know what? Fee's going to pull down their hood, and I can say they're wearing their hood because I don't have to worry about what I'm wearing right now, because there's no way in heck I'd be wearing a hood if I was on camera, because it's very warm.
Yeah, that's why I'm currently wearing a robe and wizard hat on camera.
Yeah. Fee's just going to pull their hood down to look as mysterious as they can and approach the captain and say, Admiral, I wish to parley.
Here it is. Admiral Joan Meritic. Admiral Meritic looks down at you and says, no. And through the holes that were left in the ship from the cannonballs, skeletons start crawling in. I'm going to give you all, I say, one thing you could do before initiative starts rolling. Is there anything you want to do to try to stop this? Is there anything you want to do to prepare? This is now your time.
Okay.
Okay.
Morgan is going to try to use telekinetic to slip the wool off of the sheep and bring it to him.
It's not wool. It's a spool of thread that you were looking for.
I mean, wool, thread. It's a pedantic difference.
Silk. You don't know.
I'm going to take an action to cast Fireball into my orb. The Orb of Another Truth.
Gotcha.
So it's now holding a 3rd level spell.
Fee is going to pull out a water skin and try and spray the Admiral in the face with it.
Going straight for attack. Like, this was very clearly, you've got as much time to prepare and buff and whatever you need, but nope.
Yeah, this is specifically the water skin that causes a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, which forces someone to act on a bad idea they have in their head at the moment.
This is
that
they
if they
are the
trinket?
coolest.
Because if they're a ghost...
Are we about to have a Casper situation?
Does Fee know that?
Well...
DC 15, you said? DC 15 wisdom, you said?
Yep. That needs to be fair.
That is a 4.
Oh. Yep. I guess the Admiral has to practice on whatever bad idea they had in their head at that moment. which hopefully isn't punting Fee off the ship.
Everyone
sounds
roll
like a
for
pretty good
initiative, please.
All right. Oh god. What's my initiative mod? Oh yeah, pretty good.
So do I have to roll to try and slip the thread off?
Oh yeah, sorry. If you're going to use telekinetic, sleight of hand, please.
Okay. Okay, that's a nat 1.
You attempt to, but you can't seem to find where on the sheep's person the thread seems to be.
Rip.
That's unfortunate because I'm not leaving without it.
You just grabbed a handful
no.
of wool. I got a 21 on initiative.
The sheep
rolled a 3.
isn't really paying attention to that, however, because the sheep is panicking under a table. So,
I have no initiative modifier, so that's 7.
okay, sorry. Again, what'd you get, Inoltrare?
21.
21. Okay.
Alert fee.
Fee, you got a 3, correct?
3, yep.
And what
Magic
did
number.
you get, Morgan?
7.
Gotcha. Okay, then we'll start with Inoltrare.
Okay. First, I think I've got to cast mirror image, which I don't think I'd cast yet.
Okay.
So there are now 3 illusory duplicates of me. That's going to make it hard for anyone to attack me. It's my last 2nd level spell slot. I must have cast this already. But, well. Because my only other 2nd level spell is Rhymes Binding Ice, and I've already used a spell slot. But I'm going to cast it again because I think I did use it up. I think it was to try and convince someone to buy something.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing?
I'm going to duck behind like some chairs or something, try and get some cover. But my action is, mirror image. Oh, I'm gonna see if I can move closer to Fee with my movement.
You should be able to.
Okay, sweet. Sweet. Oh, can I get to Fee? Because if so, that changes my action.
I'd say you probably could. What's your move speed? 30?
25.
You get
'cause I'm,
most of the way there.
Fair enough. I'll hold that. Actually, I'll say Fee. Wait, no, Fee's initiative is terrible. That would be a really bad idea. I was going to say, Fee, come to me, and then I'll cast a spell, but I'll lose it. I'll get hit in the face.
Actually, even if you had full, it'd probably not, because Fee walked up to the captain at the front of the room.
Okay, so I'll stick to the plan then. Mirror image, and I'm going to just try and get as close to Fee as I can with my 25 feet of movement, but I'll do my eventual plan of casting haste on them when I get a moment.
Okay. And next in the order is the skeletons who are crawling through the holes in the wall. Very specifically, 3 skeletons make their way in. And you can see behind the skeletons there seem to be like rope ladders hooked into the side of the ship on the holes. So the skeletons come in, and the first one is going to make its way to rolling Inoltrare.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They can try.
Does a 12 hit?
Yes. Hang on. First, you've got to see if you're targeting me or one of my duplicates.
Yes. What do I roll for that?
I roll a d20, and if it's higher than a certain number, you're targeting a duplicate. It's not. You're hitting me.
What does this spell say about it? Specifically.
Spell says that I have to roll a d20, and if it's 8 or higher, then you're targeting a duplicate. Otherwise, you're targeting me. Or 6 or higher. Regardless, I rolled a 3, so I know it's below the threshold. So
I'm targeting you?
Yep, targeting me, and my AC is 11, so you hit.
That you take 4 slashing damage.
4 slashing damage? Rim. Well, I'm bloody. No, I'm not, actually. Before taking that tough feat, I would have been.
Okay, second one is going to roll to... this one is going to Morgan. and it's going to pull out a scimitar and make an attack. Does a 3 hit?
No, but just a question. Has the force that was as the sandbagging our magic, has that disappeared?
I don't know. You're gonna have to cast and find out.
Oh yeah, did you want me to do a save for my mirror image?
No.
Excellent.
But like I suppose if I'm not making you do that, then obviously no, it's not up. But...
I mean, I would pass the save. I have +7 to them, but
Alright, so I'll set my mage armor from 12 back to 13 though.
oh yeah, is my mage armor still diminished? That is a good question.
No, your mage armor would be back to normal as well.
Sweet. Unfortunately, it still hits, but because my AC then becomes 12. But yeah, it helps.
Well, mine still doesn't.
Yeah, that was a 3 it rolled, I believe. Yeah, and that didn't hit, and that will be its turn. The third one is going for. Oh hey, also Morgan. I'm sorry, Morgan.
Warlocks are basically
Thanks,
fighters.
right.
They've got the hit points. Yeah.
They have the AC because this one rolled a 5. God damn it. Morgan, your turn.
Morgan does not like to be disturbed while he is on a mission. How close are these skeletons to each other?
I would say both of them are probably next to each other.
Okay, cool. That means they're in wand of lightning bolt distance.
Is anyone else in wand of lightning bolt distance?
I don't know. You better check yourself then.
Oh no.
Lightning bolt.
Reminding you once again, this is a
You
bolt of lightning that is
perception
100
check?
feet long.
Can I roll your perception check?
Yes, please.
That is a natural 20.
Yeah, looking at these creatures, you can tell they don't look particularly sturdy, well put together. It looks like almost a light breeze could probably take these things out.
I don't know. Well then, let's
Gust of
try.
wind.
That is an expression, not a literal.
Or we can not waste an action and use telekinetic shove to see if that can disable one. So that is a DC 13 strength check.
Strength?
Strength save, yeah.
That is 14. I'm sorry.
Well, okay then. We
What
can
is
still...
roll for telekinetic shove when you shove it into something or another creature?
There's nothing really for shoving it into another creature. You just push it or pull it 5 feet.
Mm.
Right then, well, if they're gonna go down easy, I can use the magic yo-yo.
Probably.
The throw-yo.
A delicious snack and a weapon.
It's the best of both worlds. Alright, that is 20 to hit.
20 to hit, that definitely hits.
Alright, and that is 2d4 magical blunt damage, which is 7.
Yeah, no. One of them just shatters on the spot when you slam your yo-yo into it.
Right. And I'm not going to move because that could invoke an attack of opportunity.
It could. Okay, next on the list is Fi. What are you doing? Fee, sorry. What are you doing, Fee?
Okay. So, V, having just sploshed the admiral with water, to whatever effect that might actually be, is going to look at the skeletons that have attacked their friend and which one's nearest.
Probably the one that's on Inoltrare.
That would make sense. I did move 25 feet towards you first.
Yeah. Okay, V is going to draw their swords And does it look like the admiral is in any position to attack right now?
I don't think you'd be within her attack range.
Okay.
No, you would.
Yeah, because
She may attack you if you try to move. You don't know.
Okay. Well, Fee's seen their friend get attacked. They know that Inoltrare is quite squishy. So they're going to draw their sword, raise them in the air dramatically, and cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Yep. And then they're going to rush over, and they're going to slash at the...
All right, first things first. If they're rushing over, does an 11 hit?
I don't know, does it? Where does this attack come from?
Oh, the captain. Or the admiral.
How? I just cast Zephyr Strike.
What does Zephyr Strike do? I apologize. I thought it was just an attack buff.
Nope. Let me just bring up the description. Zephyr Strike. You move like the wind. For the duration, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Concentration up to a minute. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn, which deals an extra 1d8 force damage.
Okay. Then never mind. Yeah, you're good.
Yep. So, yep, I zip off, and I'm going to attack the skeleton that's threatening Inoltrare. Wait, was there only one skeleton? Yeah, the other two skeletons went for Morgan. So, I'm going to attack that skeleton twice, and then I'm going to use my, Oh yeah, I used my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike, so I'm only going to attack it twice with my swords.
Okay. Give me those numbers, please.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just do some mathematics. Those are +3 swords. So I can use my dexterity modifier.
Oh, god damn it. Haste has a 30-foot range. I could have done it. I thought it was touch for some reason.
Efficiency bonus of 3. That's gonna be... Okay, that is an 8, which I'm gonna guess won't hit. And a 13.
8 and 13?
Yeah.
The 13 hits. Roll damage, please.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that's d6. Okay, that's 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that skeleton falls.
Well,
Nice.
That was easy. I look at the skeleton and say, not much of an opponent. No bones about it.
Ha, good one, Fee.
Oh.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
On to the admiral's turn.
Uh-oh.
The admiral wipes off the water from her face, and she says, "You impudent brats! You're lucky I would never kill a kid. But unlucky for you, I don't have to." And the black flame that was surrounding her skull and the inside of her and filling the inside of her chest turns pink.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The very neat and flush rib cage that was in the center of her body becomes jagged and cracked. You could hear it snapping. She bends down as if she now has a hunched back. She pulls out a scimitar, puts on a hat. Welcome, mateys. You can call me the captain.
If you outsource it, it's still killing kids.
You're merely a glorified assassin.
You are now facing Captain Janine Borales, the captain of the Void-Kirin. However, switching between forms does take her turn, so it goes back to the top, which will be Inoltrare. What you doing?
I'm gonna run up to Fee, and hug them and say thank you and cast haste. So Fee, you have +2 to AC. Your speed is doubled. You have advantage on dex saves, and you have 1 extra action that you can use to either make a single attack, dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah. Fee's hood flies back and their eyes are basically dilated now.
And then I'm going to use my movement to get as far away from the captain as possible and duck behind some chairs to try and get some cover.
And that's going to be your turn?
Yep.
Okay, on to the skeleton crew. And the first thing you hear is rattling as more skeletons. As if any of you could see through the holes on the ship that were made by the cannons, you can see more skeletons starting to climb across those rope bridges.
I want to get off Captain Bones' wild ride.
But they are not an issue right now. Right now, the only issue is the one that is still stuck on Morgan, who is going to swing for a 16.
That'll hit.
That is 4 slashing damage.
Ooh, I'm quivering.
These things aren't strong, but you gotta stop their reinforcements pretty soon.
All right. Well, in response to that, let's try another telekinetic shove.
Okay. It's a strength 15.
DC 13 strength save.
DC 13 strength. That is a 12.
Okay. Well,
where are you shoving it?
5 feet away from me.
Like into anything in particular, or just away from you?
It doesn't really do anything if I shove it into anything in particular, but if there's a table there or some such furniture, I'll go for that.
Well, if I thought there were rules for like shoving it into like walls or something, but if not, then yeah, it's now 5 feet away from you.
Right, and then Morgan is going to use his movement to walk over to the sheep and kneel down to them. I'm like, if they're hiding, or to get to eye level.
Yep. You gotta run, kid. Everything's gone terribly. We gotta get out of here.
Morgan is going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
Morgan is going to say, Teddy says that you should give that magic thread to me. Perhaps if you don't have something valuable, they'll leave you alone.
Suggestion's a first level spell, yes?
Second level.
Second level, got it. Give me a moment. Sorry, I need to read the wording of Suggestion real quick. Okay, the creature makes a Wisdom saving throw. What's your save DC?
Unfortunately, 13.
Okay. The sheep looks up at you and goes, "Yeah, you're right. I'll be invisible if I don't have anything worth it." And he starts just putting his hands inside his very fluffy fleece and pulling things out. He pulls out like a wallet. He pulls out the string. He pulls out a frying pan, and he just starts shoving these things into your arm.
Okay,
Morgan,
wallet, frying pan, thread into the.
What did
into my
George say?
coat pocket, I guess.
Go give him your wallet.
Oh no! Wait. You probably also want these. They'll probably also want these. You take them instead. And he shoves 3 round vials of a orange-green liquid into your hands.
Huh.
3.
Right. Well.
3. You don't know what they are, but
Yeah, Morgan is going to then end his turn by standing up and providing cover for the sheep.
gotcha. Okay, next on the next in the turn order, Fi. Is it Fi or Fi?
Okay.
I always forget.
It's Fee. Short
Fee.
for Fiore. Okay, so Fee's going to notice the grappling hooks, and I think they're going to basically run to the nearest one and just try and knock it down.
Okay. In that, are you trying to unhook it? Are you trying to cut the rope bridge? What are you doing specifically?
Yeah, I think I'll cut the rope bridge because that'll make it hard for them to throw it up again.
Okay, in that case, attack roll, please.
Okay. I get to make 2 attack rolls. That's a 13 on one and a 19 on another.
Okay, no need to roll damage. The skeletons are climbing across the rope bridge menacingly at you, rattling their bones as they approach. And you cut the rope bridge, and they stop. And for a moment, the rope bridge doesn't fall. And then all at once, it just collapses with them on it.
Nice.
And you thought you could rattle your bones at me so menacingly.
Okay, what else are you doing?
Okay, for their next trick, he's going. How far away is the next nearest rope ladder?
I'll say 15 feet-ish.
Okay, he is going to rush over to that 15 feet to that.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just double check the rules of haste.
You get a single action, and with that action, you can make a single attack. You can dash, you can hide, you can do something else.
Yep, I'm going to use my bonus. That extra action, it's not a bonus action because I still have my bonus action to attack.
If I'm right, it is only a single attack, not a full attack action.
Yeah.
That's right. Because getting 2 attacks is explicitly. I mean, to be fair, I would have had 3 attacks, but I forgot that. Oh well. Wait. No, wait. Yeah. It's basically the wording for a second attack is literally the attack action. So stuff like feats that give you an extra attack on such like don't apply. Anyways, that is a 10.
A 10 is just enough. Second rope bridge falls, and the skeleton's on it.
Nice. Wait, just a question. Since I'm dual wielding, that second attack, that sort of using my bonus action for another attack is tied to the initial attack action, isn't it? I can't run up to another rope ladder and attack that, can I?
You can attack with your offhand as a bonus action. As a proper bonus action, you can attack with an offhand attack. I believe there's a penalty to it, correct?
Oh yeah, I don't get to use my ability modifier. But guess what?
Yeah.
My dexterity modifier is 0. So yep, I'm going to rush up to the last rope bridge and
cut it down in a humorous fashion.
Yeah, I'm just imagining Fee's just sort of doing lots of twirls and stuff just because they can.
And is it just, and it doesn't matter for this anyway, but for future reference, the bonus action attack is just, you don't use your modifier for the roll or for the damage as well?
Just the damage.
Oh, just the damage?
Yeah. The 2 hit is unmodified.
Okay. That's a 14 to hit.
That hits, and there goes the third I was hoping to get at least one more round of skeletons.
Yeah. As Fee cuts the last bridge, they just sort of twirl around and twist the swords and just slide them onto their back. Then pull them out again because there's still a fight going on.
I did have a solution if I was going to get ganged up on, but I'm glad I didn't have to use it.
Congratulations. It's now the Void-Kirin's turn. Okay, then. If you want to be fancy, then you'll be first. And the Void-Kirin is going to make its way over to Fi.
Oh no.
Fee. Sorry, Fee. And give me a moment.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
just remember
been a while
she uses
since
swords. She is not. Sorry, just remember they use swords. They're not themselves a sword.
Or are they?
Dun 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 dun.
I'm sorry, we weren't supposed to reveal that about your backstory yet.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep messing up my character's pronouns, by the way. I'm just really used to playing grounded at this point.
No, it's perfectly fine. See, if you mess up your character's pronouns, it's an honest mistake. If anyone else does, then that's the issue. But anyway.
Oh, yes, of course.
Sorry, I'm muttering to myself because I'm reading through my spell list of like I'm trying to strategize.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Fee.
Oh no.
Yeah, because it is going to attack you with its scimitar.
Oh,
that
no.
is a 14.
Wait. +2 bonus to AC. That just hits.
And
Use some armor.
I'm very sorry, but the captain of the Void-Kirin has an ability called Rakish Audacity.
Oh no. They're a swashbuckler.
They are a swashbuckler and glory paladin.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well,
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to take 10 damage.
ooh, that is harsh.
At 5th level, it's very harsh.
Let's see. Oh, he's not quite bloodied, but they're not very happy about this.
Oh, you took into account that your AC is +2 at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Fee doesn't have a dexterity modifier, that still only brings it up to 13.
Oh, ouch.
And because can you roll me a d4, please?
That's a 1.
All right. The demeanor of the Void-Kirin suddenly changes again. Suddenly, the Void-Kirin's shoulders grow a bit wider. The creature itself grows a bit taller, and it holds itself in a very upright demeanor. And you during this moment, the flame around its skull and in its chest goes from pink to blue, and the blue flame looks down at you and says, "I am sorry, child, but it is time for you to die." At this point, it pulls out a quarterstaff instead of the scimitar. Okay, top of the order again.
I'm sorry to...
Ludwig, the accursed captain.
Oh no, you are not fighting the captain anymore. You are now fighting the quartermaster, Farragon Vinia. Farragon Vinia. There it is.
Oh, and you gave them a quarterstaff. I see what you did there.
I've got to change my plan.
I just so it's not confusing how this mechanic works. At the end of every turn, the Void-Kirin will turn into a random member of the crew, excluding the admiral. Switching to the admiral takes a full action, and switching back takes another full action. Each of the crew members has a different ability tied to them, as well as a different weapon.
Do they have different HP pools?
No.
Okay.
That would suck, wouldn't it?
Kinda would.
Too much concentration.
I mean, to be fair, that's basically multiplying the means, but none of the action economy, so it's not too bad.
Too many concentration spells, too many concentration spells, too many concentration spells. I can't cast concentration spells. Oh, it's gonna suck. When my concentration drops. For Fee, specifically. Because when my concentration drops, Fee loses their next action. That's what happens with haste.
Oh, yeah. When the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it.
And that's why we don't unconsensually haste.
But
Hey, kid, want to try some haste?
alright, Inoltrare's just seen Fee get attacked and hit pretty hard, so he's gonna run towards the Void-Kirin. I should be able to get within about 30 feet, which is, I think, my best guess of what is going to happen. I would like to cast a spell from the Orb of Another Truth, please. I choose the spell list of Paladin.
Spell list of Paladin. Okay.
It was 3rd level.
3rd level Paladin. Got it. Was the spell you put in a concentration spell?
It was not. It was Fireball.
Okay. Okay then. Well, congratulations. You hold up the sphere, and the fireball shoots out, and as it approaches the creature, it turns into a shadow. The shadow breaks apart and starts spinning around you as you have just cast Spirit Shroud.
Sorry, Fee. That's a concentration spell.
I feel like most of these are concentration spells.
Most 3rd level spells are good, like a good half of them. Like my best bet would have been Wizard, annoyingly.
Why did you go all in on concentration spells?
Yeah,
no. Most spells in Paladin most spells at 3rd level are concentration spells. The thing is, the orb. I don't choose the spell.
No, it's not random, but the DM does choose it, and this is so they get a spell that's actually useful for the situation. And I can't see any spell here that would have not been concentration and still done something. So yeah, Spirit Shroud, that's what you get. I'm sorry.
Magic Circle would have been fantastic. With undead. I should have picked Cleric. What was I thinking?
Sorry to say.
I could have done Mass Healing Word. Oh well. It's happened. Spirit Shrouds. Sorry, Fee. What does Spirit Shroud actually do?
Ow.
Spirit Shroud. You call forth spirits of the dead, which flit around you for the spell's duration. Concentration 1 minute. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable until the spell ends. Any attack you make, it just says attack, so spell attacks would work as well.
I don't have any of those.
Any attack you make deals an extra 1d8 damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you. This damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. Your choice when you cast a spell. Choose now.
It is going to be radiant. Got the Jesus line coming through.
Any creature that takes this damage cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn. In addition, any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Okay. That I can work with if I can get close enough. All right. That's the one active.
So yeah, you deal an additional 1d8 radiant damage, and you stop healing and slow an enemy of your choice. Which is pretty great.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That's everything I can do. I'm going to duck behind some furniture again.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Fee, your turn.
Okay, so is there anything I can actually do right now?
Yeah. No. You can't move or take actions. And when they say can't take actions, they usually mean you can't take bonus actions as well, but...
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so basically Fee just looks up as the Void-Kirin turns into the quartermaster and says, well, actually, I'll have you know, I am not going to... And just sort of gets very sleepy halfway through their sentence.
Oh god, I should have kept this in my pocket. I could have had a Revivify on tap. We might need it. Sorry, everyone, I've messed this one up.
It's fine. I'll just use my massive amount of burst damage next turn, if I survive.
If you survive. Speaking of, Morgan, what you doing?
Getting attacked by a skeleton, presumably.
Oh yeah, no, there's still that final skeleton. Which should have actually gone before Fee. I forgot there was still one left. Give me a moment while I just do the... It has one thing it can do, and that's attack. You can attack and die. Does the 12 hit?
No.
Well, it failed the attack, so I assume next is death.
Guess I'll die.
You would assume, but unfortunately, I don't think it's important enough to waste resources on right now.
Cold.
I mean, hey. So...
Don't be so mean. It can do a whole 1d4 plus 2 damage.
Yeah, so I'm going to risk an opportunity attack and step away from it to get closer to Fee.
Can this one finally land an attack? It can. That is a nat 20.
Ooh, ow.
That is for a total of 5 damage. Congratulations.
I'd like to think the skeletons are just sort of shoving these kids.
Saying, yeah, come here, you.
See, the challenge about this is I'd assume that at least one more wave was going to come through. The first wave would be 3 skeletons, the second wave would be 6, and then every couple turns another 6 would come on.
Mm.
But
Well, fortunately we have Nick ruining the action economy for us.
Hey, Bree, how would you like to not be right next to a ghost quarter master?
That sounds great. That stick looks kind of scary.
Well, that's just me asking as Pixel, but okay.
Yeah, I was just answering character for the heck of it.
Do you want to willingly fail a telekinetic shove save?
Yes, please.
All right, you're 5 feet away from it.
Bloop.
And can I get into an aiming position with the Wand of Lightning Bolts that isn't going to hit Fee?
Let me look at the spell Lightning Bolt real quick. Lightning Bolt is a 3rd level spell, correct?
Yes.
Range 100-foot line. So yeah, it's a 5-foot wide, 100-foot. So as long as they're not like lined up perfectly.
Yeah, I'll shoot it at a diagonal. All right. Well, there is no reason not to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges. Blame Nick.
I mean, you could just take this at this level. Like, I could have lightning bolt as well. There's no...
Okay, let's see. 8d6 and then 1d6 for each slot above 3rd. And if that's 6, then that is 13d6. I think I did. Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. And could you roll a save to see if it takes the full damage or half?
Yeah, what's the full damage?
The full damage is 34.
Ooh. That hurts. And I'm taking that full... Wait. Yeah, I'm taking that full then.
It's a...
Because you said your thing was 12, right?
13, but the wand has a DC 15. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I assumed the wand used yours. Oh, but either way, it fails.
Okay.
That is a lot of damage.
Okay, I feel like that was the best that I could do on this turn.
Okay. It's going to switch over to the Void-Kirin's turn. The quartermaster is going to immediately look at you. Seems you are a larger threat than anticipated. I'd love to stay in murder. The captain does love a good murder. But we have better things to do. And it is going to leap out of out of one of the holes and onto the ship next to it, which is the Void-Kirin. But I thank you all for this. He shouts, holding up the Heart of Curses. This will be very useful to us in the future. Okay, so I suppose right now y'all would be out of initiative.
I mean, we should probably go kill the skeleton.
Oh yeah, the skeleton.
Do you want to kill the skeleton in Inoltrare? We can just like somebody can get down on their knees.
I can auto kill it.
I can use up my
And I'll try to
strike.
take it. And I'll try to take your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to. Well, I'm gonna let Fee do it. I'm gonna use my action to restore a 3rd level spell slot.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Fee?
Okay. So yep, he sort of comes around just as the Void-Kirin jumps away, sees the last skeleton, and just sort of charges straight at it. They sort of spin past they just sort of pass to the side, but just sort of spin round, strike it, and then just sort of an after effect hits that. That's the sort of attack with advantage. Then they spin back round, slash it again, and then do another spin and hit it again.
Okay. Do any of those hit?
Yeah. Let me just find out. So the one with advantage is a natural 20.
Yeah. I'm just going to say it's dead. This thing has 4 hit points.
You find a pile of bone meal.
Oh, come on. You can't let me not get a crit, roll a crit and not roll this damage.
Fine, roll it.
I mean, she's done it before.
Hey. This is true. I mean, she at least let me roll the damage.
Yeah, I let that whole crit, like all the dice roll, and then I.
Yeah.
Evil.
Oh, the second attack is 19. And the third attack is a natural 1, which would have been a 7. Yeah. Let's see. And I nearly forgot my dreadful strike as well. So let's see. That's a D6, a D8, another D6, and another D8, and a 2D4s. You know, I should play Rangers more often. This is fun.
One skeleton.
But it's my skeleton to kill now.
But it has given you the curse of mathematics.
Joke's on you. I like throwing these shiny math rocks.
Yes, but the adding up afterwards, that's the pain.
I'll roll for the other attack as well. See, that is 4, 17, 24 points of damage.
Sadly, it loops back round and it now has infinite health.
You have just completely decimated this creature. Like, initially, you go through all these fancy slashes, and nothing happens. Skeleton looks around at its body. It jumps in the air in victory, and as it's jumping mid-air, it just falls apart.
Oh, excellent. Nice one, Fee. Sorry about the... Ah, it's all right. They won't know. They won't know that was me.
It's fine. I guess I used your spell too much. That's on me.
No, I can't let you think that was your fault. No, that was my fault. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I have no bone to pick with you. And then they do the finger gun.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. But it's not as good as what happens next. The voice seems to be coming from the ground as you see a disembodied skeleton head. Hope y'all know how to swim. And at this moment, you hear a large creaking rattle throughout the ship.
Oh. How far away from shore are we?
Do you want to look at one of the holes and make a perception check?
Yeah, I do. I want to do that. I want to do that a lot. Yeah, yeah. What is my... Oh, all right then. 0. That's a natural 1 minus 1.
I would also like to make a perception check.
Okay.
That is a natural 20 for 24.
Ooh, nice.
These guys like me today.
Congratulations, you both see the exact same thing, and that is ocean.
Uh-oh. So, for example, if we were going for about 10 minutes, we would not, in fact, make it back to shore.
Probably not.
Okay, there goes my plan. Think.
The only thing near you is the Void-Kirin, which is still in the process of decoupling itself from the ship.
Okay.
I'm going to say, if there's anything you want to do on the ship, you have 5 minutes before it decouples, and you begin to sink faster.
Where's the Orb of Dragonkind?
Is the sheep okay?
The
sheep is still kind of cowering under one of the tables.
Okay. Fee rushes over to this. Sorry.
And the sheep is just going, I have nothing. I swear I have nothing. There's no reason. I have nothing.
Yeah. The Zephyr Strike runs over to the sheep and says, "The pirates are gone, but they've set the ship to sink. If you have a way to get off." "Do you have a way to get off? I'd like not to drown."
They're gone? Good. I need to make my escape. And the sheep gallops? Do sheep gallop?
I think they gamble, don't they?
It moves
Prance?
It prances its way over to one of the holes, and it just like torpedoes out of it. And you could just see, and if you look out the hole, you can see it just like bobbing in water on its back.
Man, that sheep has had a really bad day.
Where is the Orb of Dragonkind?
Probably with Nilks.
I need it.
Was anybody watching Nilks at all when the chaos went up?
No.
You should have
being
surprise.
I'm sorry.
Someone attacked Fee, so I looked away.
Yeah, I'll give you a chance, a small chance. Roll me
To destroy the
perception.
world.
Oh, here we go with my -1 again. Come on, nat 20.
Perception? Yeah, no, perception would be the best here.
All right, here we go. Let's see. 7.
You have no idea where Nilks went.
How did I not see this happening? Well, I grabbed Fee by the arm. Come on, we better go. On the boat.
Yeah, Fee has a strength or a 6, so they are actually powerless to resist this.
Nothing else you want to do while still in the auction hall?
Is there
Wait,
anything
is there any-
valuable around?
Yeah.
Depends. If you want to look for something valuable, roll me a perception check.
Oh boy, I don't think I'm good at those.
Because there might be something valuable, and I might be telling you to take a small look, but who knows?
How long do you reckon it
also-
would take for the ship to decouple while we're
5 minutes, we've been told.
5 minutes? Got it. So
That's a 13.
rituals are out of it.
A 13. All right, are you the only one rolling?
I'm rolling 2, and I've got a dirty 20 this time.
Ooh.
No, I can't cast
Immediately-
because I don't have it prepared.
Immediately, inside the big showroom, you don't see anything. But at the stage where the auctioneer was auctioning off all the items, you do see there's a door back there.
Hey, can I Zephyr Strike rush through the door?
You can.
Yum.
Am I still holding on to your hand? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to be joining, Morgan, or are you doing something else?
Sure, stick with your friends.
All right. You make it to the door. You open it to a dark room, and there are a few things in here. First of all, there are a few crates that are currently closed. Who knows what might be in them? Timer doesn't. Second of all, in a small glass case, you see a golden thread. Very similar
Already
to-
open is a hole in the wall.
This golden thread is very similar to the ones that you saw being pulled out of you and all the other people earlier.
Ooh.
You don't know whose thread this is.
Hey, can we look inside the crates as well?
Yes, but it's going to take some time to open the crates, but you can attempt to open them.
Hey, do I still have a crowbar?
That is a question. You were thinking about something, Nick?
No, it's all right. I didn't have the thing prepared that I thought I did.
Fee hands Inoltrare a crowbar.
Thanks. I will pop it open with my -1 to strength.
Pop one open a crate.
Yeah.
Can I assist? No, that won't make any difference because the crowbar already gives advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a d20 there. That is an 11.
I'm going to say that's enough. However, there's only 3 minutes left. But you could hear roughly 3 minutes left. You could hear hooks being unembedded from the ship very violently.
Gotta hurry.
But inside of this, what you see is a ring that seems to be made of a beautiful rose gold.
Look, rose gold ring. I shout. I know materials.
Also, did anyone actually grab the glass case with the thread, or is it still there?
I'm kind of fine with leaving that alone.
Okay, there are still more crates around that you could try to open.
I'm gonna pick up the ring.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, unless you wanted it.
What I'm going to say is each attempt to open a crate is going to take 30 seconds off the clock.
Okay.
You have 3.5 minutes. Once the timer hits 0, the thing is immediately pulling away. So you may want to stop before then, but
Yep.
Okay. Still got time for a couple more crates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got 3.5 minutes.
I'll crack open another crate.
I said. Yeah, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Roll.
Okay, that time it is a 13.
That was the same as last time, wasn't it?
I think I had a 12 last time. It might have been 13.
Okay. So for a 13, you get what haven't I? You find a small necklace that seems to be made of a shiny green stone. It's not emerald, but it looks to be a precious stone of some kind.
Okay. Fee likes the look of it because it's the same color as them, so they pick it up.
That
Awesome.
makes sense. It suits you pretty good. Morgan, do you want me to open a crate for you?
If you think we have the time.
We're down to 3 minutes, I think.
Yep.
So I think we got time. I'm gonna pop one open. That's a natural 20, so 19.
It's the loot boxes of D&D. Once you start, you can't stop.
Yes, they all fly out and they're sparkling and they turn around one by one.
Okay. In this crate, there are what appear to be 3 health potions. However, floating in the health potions, there seem to be floating perfectly in the center of each of them a very sharp needle with a thread attached to it, just a regular thread.
That doesn't look good. Morgan, do you want that? That looks weird.
Morgan telekinetics them into his coat.
Would Fee have any idea what they might be?
Once we get through this scene, I'll tell you everything you've gotten. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Shall I
Okay.
pop another one open? We're down to 2.5 minutes.
It's up to you.
How long do you think it'll take to get to the ship?
We probably want to save at least a minute. I have stubby legs.
Let's do this.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
That's another natural 20.
Another natural 20.
Look at all these 20s that would be useful for checks for escaping a sinking ship.
Well, having advantage is probably what's causing me to get more natural 20s than normal.
Okay, in this case, you find another ring. This ring is divided up into 6 even segments, each one made from a different material, and each of the materials has a different animal carved into it. The materials are ebony, silver, marble, quartz, ivory, and gold. In the ebony section, there is a carving of a bull. The silver has a cat. The marble has a bear. The quartz has a fox. The ivory has an owl, and the gold has an eagle.
Inoltrare going to grab that and go, kitty cat! And I'm going to hold it up to Tilly and go, look, it's you!
Minute and a half left, I believe.
Another one? How much gambling are we going to have on the loot boxes?
Yeah, this is how Iris kills us with
Just sink.
loot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have to go for the last one.
Let's go.
it's just how Blizzard. Iris is going to kill us like actually Blizzard steals our money.
That's a 5.
You
With advantage.
You can't seem to get this one open.
Portent. Can you portent it?
I can, but it would only be to an 8.
Oh.
It's not a great portent. We're down to half a minute. We need to go.
You're down to a full minute.
We're down to a full minute.
You still really need to go.
Let's get out of here. Fee's going to grab the jar of the gold thread on it, because they're going to reason that whoever it belongs to, they're probably going to want. It's probably better to be able to give it back to them than just let it sink on a ship.
This is why I personally believe the DM should give me time stop. 9th level spell. I think that would be perfectly fine and balanced.
What is this? The D&D movie?
Is there anything in the room we can wrap around our hands? It doesn't need to be specific.
I
I mean, it's already in a glass jar.
If you need this, probably there's probably just some some spare curtains, maybe some sort of like tarp laying around.
Right. Well, Morgan is going to rip off enough of that to wrap around Fionn and Inoltrare's hands, and that'll be for the backup plan in case we can't get to the boats in time.
Okay.
Scary. But okay.
You hear more. You feel another violent shake as another one of the large hooks that was locking the ships together is taken off.
All right,
Gotta
everyone,
get
let's
moving.
go.
Okay.
Go up to the hole.
Fee casts Zephyr Strike and grabs the other 2.
Yeah! Flying through the air.
Okay, so how are you planning to get to the other ship?
Jump.
Jump through one of the holes?
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I assume we don't want to go onto the other ship, do we?
Yeah, we have to. There's no other ships.
I mean, you could always go into the ocean.
We don't want to do that.
Do we know which direction home is?
Morgan cannot be allowed to touch the ocean.
It's fine, don't worry.
Right, well, Morgan is going to look out one of the holes and then is going to make a waving motion with his hand, and 5 feet on top of the ocean gets covered in ice. And on either side, there are little handles. And then Morgan gives the cloth from the curtains to Inoltrare and Fee to wrap around their hands so that they can hold on.
We are going to freeze to death on the ocean.
And then Morgan is going to use the Ring of Intangible Convenience to summon an unseen servant in the ship. And is everybody ready to jump?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% on board with this idea. We could just take the boat.
Is there a boat?
The actual boat! The Void-Kirin! It's still attached to the ship. They're undocking at the moment.
You want to be stuck on the Void-Kirin?
We could take it over. It'll be fine.
It's better. I mean, it's better than the ship that's about to be underwater.
Out pirate the pirate.
So, Bree, how do you feel about that?
Pirates freezing to death on the ocean. Pirates freezing to death on the ocean.
I will say, as the DM, both the pirate option and the escaping through the ocean option are both completely valid.
You know, I'm kind of interested to see what Morgan's actual plan is, so.
All right, let's go.
So y'all are going on to this makeshift ice raft?
Yep.
Does this mean I don't need to cast a Zephyr Strike to get to the because I was only casting that so we could rush together to the ship before it disembarked?
I mean, I'll say you probably still cast it either way because you cast it back in the room and used it to carry y'all out here.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Right, well, everybody can grab handholds for stability. The unseen servant is going to come down and then grab the handholds at the back and start pushing us. Whilst Morgan uses one of the other effects of Shape Water, which is being able to change the flow of water to try and steer us wherever we're going. Do we have any idea where home is?
I don't know. Do any of you have a way to discern what direction home is from where you are?
B is a ranger, so they can in theory, let's see, I'm not proficient with survival.
Nick, why didn't you take the nerd stat where you always know which direction is Northian herd?
Because I wasn't about to jump on a fucking frozen a frozen chunk of ice that's only going to last 1 hour, in the hopes that we'll get home in time. But in the meantime, Inoltrare is pressing the button on the triple I system and is going to have a nap. Good luck.
I mean, the ice only lasts 1 hour, but do keep in mind that on top of Shape Water moving it, we've also got an unseen servant pushing it.
Yep. Good luck. I'm having a nap.
Okay, is it night time?
It would be late afternoon, probably around sunset.
Okay, so can I see the stars to try and navigate that way? Be the ranger.
That is interesting. I suppose some stars may be starting to come out. Make me I'm going to say a survival check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
I'm sorry about the disadvantage, but learning to navigate via the stars is a very difficult thing.
Yeah. And to be fair, Fee lives in a sewer, so they probably don't see the stars that often, even if they've been taught about them.
But I'm giving you a chance to try.
Okay, that is an 8.
Sorry.
Yeah. I thought so.
If we can't find our way home, we can steer towards the Void-Kirin.
Wait, could Fee sort of look at the ship and work out which direction the ship came from, so we could go in the opposite direction? In theory, back towards land.
The actual ship? You could see the way it is currently oriented, but there's no way to tell if that's actually where the land was. As you remember, when this thing was pulling in, it moves fairly fast, and you're not sure where its destination is going to be in this instance.
Okay. Presumably the ship's sunk that by now, so we can't go back on and try and find a ship's log or a map or something.
I won't say the ship is fully sunk right now, but it is decoupled and sinking a lot faster now.
Mid short rest, Inoltrare is going to say, "Why don't you just use one of your strings?" and then get back to resting. Hardcore resting in the hammock.
Oh yeah, I do have a string.
A string.
I've got 8 strings from a mysterious woman in red. What about the rest of you?
I got Celestial, so I could ask them, but I'm busy napping at the moment, and I can't interrupt this short rest. I'm very tight on time.
Morgan takes out his dagger and then starts shaving some of the floor of the ice in front of him to make kind of a fair enough impression before using shape water to stop moving themselves and to move some water into the impression. And now we finally have some glorious still water. And I can use Morgan's feature.
You know that by wait, hang on. How many times have you cast shape water?
I stopped using it to move us.
Okay. Phew.
Why?
Because you can only have 2 effects active at any one time. So if you're moving us and you were doing this to create still water, then the raft is just disappearing. So I'm like, but no, we're good.
Yeah, don't worry, I braked. Morgan's going to draw a smiley face in the puddle of water. Hi. We seem to be a ways away from home. Do you think you could help us get back?
Initially, as this happens, you don't see or hear anything happen. And then you notice you don't really hear anything at all. As you look around, you notice that there are no longer waves upon the ocean. It is flat and it is still. Other noises that used to be there seem to be vanishing as well. The ship behind you has stopped sinking, stopped moving altogether. The clouds seem to be slowly vanishing from the sky. And then there are ripples in the water around you. One of the ripples is close to your raft. The other one a bit further away. And these ripples seem to be moving in a direction.
All right, time to follow the direction of the ripples.
You also notice, strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be any wind. It's as if the world around you went still. So you're moving in the direction of the ripples then?
Yep.
Okay then. So I'm assuming you're going to be using move water in your servant to move you back in that direction.
Yes. I'm not sure how much the servant actually helps, but...
Okay, so... You start moving in what you assume by the position of the sunset seems to be a southwestern-ish direction.
Inoltrare gets a nap in.
Yep. Absolutely. 1 hour. Which point the ice will be melting and I'll have to get up again.
Yep. The way it'll be is after the hour, the ice will start melting, but it'll probably last a little bit after that. Not much, but an hour passes, and
Sweet.
by now the sun has sunk below the horizon.
I've got all my spell slots back.
You still see the ripples upon the water, although it seems that the activities of the ocean have picked up at least a little bit again. Smaller waves are around you. You could feel the wind blowing in from the north. A very cold wind. Stars are beautiful, but there's still no sign of land.
He's sort of staring at the stars and said, I'm going to be late for supper again.
That's what I was going to say.
It's been an hour, and at this point, there still doesn't seem to be anything that you can see on the horizon.
I'm going to pull out my hand mirror.
Okay.
And try and call the random person who's never happy to hear about me.
Okay, you gotta attempt to tune the mirror.
Yep.
You start waving the mirror around till you get
Hello?
a signal.
Hello?
Hello? Oh God, it's you.
Yeah, so we're stuck on the ocean. You got anything for that?
Why would I have something for the... I can't even get it to you if I did.
Can you cast spells? Can you locate people?
Assuming we're in the same material plane, sure.
I mean, we might be. It's worth a go. Give it a go. My name is Inoltrare. That's my full and true name.
Yes, I am aware you have told me this before.
Yep, that's how I introduce myself every time. Always say my full and true name.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, wait, what is my persuasion score now that I've got an extra -1 to charisma? Oh, it's bad. That is an 8.
Hi, I'm Grounded Joys of Work. That's my full and true name.
Excuse you, but Grounded actually has a higher charisma score than that.
You always choose the worst moments to call me, kid.
Oh, were you busy?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this mirror down.
Tell me I can't hear a dolphin delight vibrating in the background.
You can't.
Good.
I'm going to put this mirror down. I'm going to walk away from it, and I'm going to pray you never find your way off this ocean.
Wow.
Okay, if you're praying, if you end up contacting someone who goes by the name of Jesus, can you just let them know that one of their best buds is having trouble?
At this point, if you look through the mirror, you see nothing but a darkened image of the grain of wooden planks.
One
Okay,
of his
thanks.
best buds. The 13th apostle, Inoltrare.
I like the implication that
Keeps trying to contact
mirrors,
me.
that the other person's mirror isn't perfectly shaped. So that's because otherwise the light couldn't leak through.
Okay, I'm gonna sit back in the hammock, get out my book of infinite paper and start writing a captain's log.
Can I get a perception check from one of you?
Oh, let it not be me.
Any one of you, whoever wants to do it.
That's a
Hasn't
natural
even got
one,
this.
so not me.
Okay. Who is of course a wisdom-based class.
What'd you get? B?
12.
12?
Wait.
Pixel, all you're thinking right now is, wow, it really is windy tonight.
Sorry, my bad. 15.
Fee,
I've got as proficient.
you notice that the raft or your little makeshift ice raft is moving faster.
That's great. We can use this. Has anyone got a long bit of wood?
It's moving faster and turning and moving faster
Wait.
and turning.
We appear to be accelerating.
There aren't waterfalls in the sea, are there?
And moving faster and turning.
There's whirlpools. I think that's kind of the thing, isn't it?
Oh, that sounds delightful, though. That sounds a lot nicer than what I think is probably about to happen.
And
I mean, depending on density and the geography underneath the sea, there could be an undersea waterfall, technically.
It really depends. It actually depends mostly on the salinity of the water below the surface. It doesn't matter.
Is that coming from the mirror? Someone's come back to correct it.
And at this point, you do realize, yes, you are moving in a circle, faster and faster.
Okay, that's not good. That's really, really not good. Anyone got any ideas? Because I can get me out of here, but I can't get all of you out of here.
Inoltrare, make me a perception check, please.
Oh no. Are you sure? Do you want to see how low this number can go? 0.
You didn't know that
You
there were.
blinked.
You didn't know that there were mountains made of water on the ocean?
Uh-oh. We're in Interstellar.
Oh, wait, no. The mountain seems to be gone. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like we're at the Mountains of Madness?
You're accelerating. Does anyone have any ideas?
No.
Let me see. Oh, can I So I've got a small jar of infinite amounts of undescribable pain. No, wait, that's what I sold. Wait,
No,
is
you
that what I
daggered.
sold? Oh yeah, I've got an infinite jar of undescribable pains. Can I just sort of put that in the water so I can at least see a trail of where we're moving?
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna be pouring the paint behind you or to the side so you can see where you're headed.
Yeah. Or and so I can just see generally how the water's flowing.
Who's strongest,
Okay.
and can they get stronger?
I think you're the strongest person in this party.
Not anymore. I have a strength of 7.
Well, you can now see a trail behind you, and you're in what seems to be a fairly large whirlpool you could see after a couple of spins. And look at the paint across from you on the other side of the whirlpool. The paint seems to be scattered there, like something may have disturbed it.
There's something around here. Fee's going to call out and say, "Who's there?" in their most heroic sounding voice.
And as you call out, it seems that the ocean answers. As you all take a look to your side, in the wall of water that is the sides of the whirlpool, you see a large, glowing yellow eye look directly at you.
It has presented a weak spot that I should attack for massive damage, but instead,
The eye begins to float to move up to the surface.
okay.
And you see the water begin. You see the water where a bit behind where the eye is begin to bulge up.
I'm
bulge
going to take out my 5 celestial strings, and I'm going to use them to try and get a favor from a celestial right now.
And the first thing you notice is the bulge of water breaks, and a large shell begins rising up out of the water. At this moment, a string breaks, and it stops glowing. And from the sky, a large beam of light shines through upon and lands upon the creature.
Oh, great! It's being abducted by aliens.
It looks beautiful and majestic, and that is a flaming rock heading directly towards it. I'd hold on if I were you lot.
Fee grabs the other two and basically jams their swords into the ice to serve as grips.
That sounds good. Have we got any rope? We must do. We're adventurers, right? No, I don't have any rope.
Okay, give me a moment. I need to roll this.
You roll a 9.
I'm not even.
Do you know what the roll is for? Whether it's good or bad?
No, you roll a fucking 9. I have to declare it before I know what it is.
I'm rolling a damage roll, so no, I don't.
Never mind. Never mind. I can't replace one of those. That's okay.
Good
So,
thing, otherwise you'd be rolling a d20 for it.
So, a lot of things happen at once. First of all, a large flaming rock from the sky smashes into the shell of this giant turtle-like creature,
Whatever could it be?
immediately dealing 98 blunt damage and 98 fire damage, respectively.
It was like, fine, I won't help. Jeez.
Is it me or did that roll look like a giant bird?
The second thing that happens is it very violently drags the giant turtle underwater. And the third thing that happens is a large wave emanates from that location.
Wait a second.
From the sudden water displacement. I'm going to need each and every one of you to make a strength saving throw, please.
How high is the
Well,
wave?
that's just rude.
How high is the wave and how strong is Fee?
Okay, that's 0.
He is not very strong at all.
Because there's something I could do that might help instead, but it depends on how high the wave is and how strong Fee is.
I'd say from your position, maybe 20 feet up.
20 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay, how much do we weigh and how strong is Fee?
He has a strength score of 6.
Shit! How am I still stronger than you after using that ring? I can't lift you all up. Okay, so fly's not going to work. Okay.
I'm going to need that saving throw then. If fly's not working.
0.
Yeah, that's a 16.
0 for Morgan.
Oh, wait. Change that. It's a 19.
Yeah, I got 2, and my -2 strength modifier made it 0.
I'm proficient in strength saving throws, so it's not negative.
Will you permit me, and this is entirely up to you because this is some bullshit, to willfully fail my saving throw? Not roll it, just get a 0 or -1 or whatever.
Yeah, you're allowed to willfully fail.
In exchange for casting a spell on Morgan.
I'll give you that.
So I probably see like all of this swelling up, and I've seen this before actually.
I'll give you that.
In my morning
However,
okay.
If it is a concentration spell, it will break after a round.
After a round.
There's no way you're keeping concentration after what's about to happen.
Okay.
I'm just...
Okay, that should work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll get you out of the wave at least. As Morgan's about to fly off, Inoltrare reaches out, grabs his hand, casts fly. You have a flying speed of 60 feet. You can get above the wave.
Oh boy, and then...
And Inoltrare is splashing into the water.
So Morgan has flight for 6 seconds, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you're being flung into the water, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so immediately, in an attempt to save Morgan, you are flung into the water. Fee remains on this wild ride as the wave pushes Fee towards the center of the whirlpool, at Fee in the raft. And I will say, unless you plan to do something different, you can get yourself back onto the raft if you wish, Pixel.
Yeah, I'll get back onto the raft. I don't think flying up too high is a good idea, since falling on water from a far enough height is basically falling on concrete.
I'm not sure that's a thing in D&D.
They do actually have rules for
I,
it, weirdly enough.
Really? Huh.
Can I do
half
something to
damage,
try and grab Inoltrare?
Okay, you can try.
What do you want me to roll?
In this case, this will be, I'll say, athletics at disadvantage because you're still holding on to the raft.
With that strength score of 6.
I mean, as a player, I'm just thinking, what's the one place that we've seen a dragon turtle around?
Literally in
No.
any ocean.
Oh, good. The children arrive at Cantlaw.
That is a
week.
10. Which, to be fair, is quite good at disadvantage.
With a strength score of 6 as well.
Sadly, you needed a 15. And through the turbulent water, all the effort you're putting into staying onto the raft, Inoltrare flies off to who knows where. Everything it's loud, it's wet, it's chaotic, and then it goes black. And when you awaken, you see above you water.
Am I suffocating?
No.
Am I suffocating?
No. But I'll get to you in a moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Morgan, Fee, you seem to be fine, laying upon what you can only assume is the bottom of the ocean, breathing what seems to be air.
Are we in like a bubble of air, or are we surrounded by water somehow?
You are not sure.
Can we see anything else?
You can see. Roll me a perception check, because the way this works is kind of weird.
Okay.
That's a 3.
That is a natural 1 for a 5.
Mm-hmm. The best way you could describe it is you seem to be in the water, but not in the water. Things around you seem to still be swimming around naturally as if they're in the water. The seaweed around you still doing its little wavy thing. But from what you could tell, everything around you seems to be air.
Hey, can I stand up and try moving?
Yeah, you can. You stand up,
Hey.
You're a bit sore, but no worse, but you seem to be perfectly fine.
Hey. Morgan, are you okay?
I think so.
Where's Inoltrare?
I'm not sure. He didn't make up here.
Around you,
Okay.
Around you, it is fairly dark. But as you begin to move, what seems to be flowing streams of this glowing algae appear around you, illuminating the area. Off in the distance, you can only see what you can see. Well, you can see plenty of things. You can see entire fields of seaweed and other sea-based plants. You can see a bunch of creatures swimming around, seemingly paying you no mind, although the ones that are near you seem to be keeping their distance. And you can see scraps of wood. Tons of scraps of wood just littering the floor of this ocean. If you turn your gaze to where the wood is getting more denser, you can see 3, maybe 4 sunken ships just laying upon the bottom of the ocean.
None of them are the ship that we were on, right?
No. Although, I'm sorry to keep asking this, but perception check, please. It's a very useful thing to ask people to roll.
6.
21.
21. I forget what's the name of the front piece of the ship, the one that has the fancy design.
Stern?
The one, like, I know it's on the stern, but like it has a.
Wait, the stem? I think it's the stem or the stern, because you have the phrase stern to stem.
The bit that the mermaid's usually on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
What the mermaid is called.
The bow. The bow.
The word I was looking for is the figurehead. One of the figureheads of the ship seems to be a large wooden horse or a unicorn. You take a guess.
Right, so the car ornament of the ship is a unicorn.
Wait, would
Nick
I
knows
recognize
what
what? Yes.
Sorry?
Would Fee potentially recognize what creature this is?
Make a nature check.
That is a 9.
It's a dolphin
To you, it looks just like a unicorn.
Some sort of unicorn. But yeah, I agree with Nick. I think I know what this is.
Are we assuming it's something like a kelpie or something?
Nah. I won't say. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, let's just say it wants to speak to the manager.
Yes.
So, what's your course of action here?
Okay, I think Fee's main priority is going to be to try and find an Inoltrare. So they're going to just look around and hope they can find some sort of clue.
Speak of Inoltrare, Inoltrare, you wake up in a very similar situation. Except, boy, does your arm hurt. Like, heavily hurt. First things first, I'm going to need you to roll me 2d6.
Okay. 9.
You have taken 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, hey,
or
half that.
Fall damage, but
4 bludgeoning damage because of the Pell test. Sweet. Still have more HP than before I.
And around you, you don't really see a lot of things, as you see nothing but ships all around you. Sunken, broken ships.
Okay.
And he's dying beside you. He tells you to toughen up.
Time to execute the 3-point Inoltrare plan. Step 1, check everything's still there. Step 2, check Tilly and Mouse are still there. Step 3, panic attack.
Everything seems good on steps 1 and 2.
Sweet. Let's get cracking into step 3. Oh god. Okay. Wait. No. Wait. I'm good on my own. I'm not good on my own. But I'm not good on people, but I'm not good on my own. Okay. Well, maybe they're fine. And
you
what
feel
he's gonna do. It's really
a
stupid.
pinch on your foot.
Is it a crab?
It's a crab.
He probably lets out quite a loud scream.
Crab battle.
I will say, you probably hear the scream coming in the direction of the ships.
Yeah, Fee immediately snaps round. Morgan, it's an Inoltrare.
And off we go. And we just hear Inoltrare complaining about how crabs are a cancer.
Ow! Ow!
But before you get there, Inoltrare.
Stop pinching me!
Once you deal with the crab situation,
I think the crab is dealing with the Inoltrare situation.
You'll notice that the glowing algae all around you, it seems to be suspended in the air, water, and very calming looking flowing patterns. And it seems to be illuminating the ship graveyard.
Some kind of hypnotic pattern.
Not hypnotic.
Okay. Well, that seems nice.
But you do have light you can see.
I don't know, I feel like that was Inoltrare's personal assessment of being a hypnotic pattern.
Yeah. Can I make any kind of check to try and identify it?
Sure, roll nature.
Nature. I'm actually alright at nature. That is a 19. Making the DM look up details.
No, it wasn't that. It's something got caught, like an air bubble got caught in my throat. I suppose the best way to describe it.
I hate that. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
But anyway, yeah, it seems to be a breed of glowing algae of sort. It's not really magical. It's a form of bioluminescence.
Is any of it within reach? Can I cut some with my dagger and maybe wrap it around my hand, and then I can use my hand as a torch? Because I don't have any sticks or anything, but I can just wrap it around my hand.
Sure. It'll give you if you do that, it'll give you 5 feet of dim light.
Well, it helps. Do I have dark vision? Maybe. I'm a dwarf. I must have dark vision. Yeah. So yeah, I'll.
It also
just
feels
get up and stop walking.
It also feels kind of slimy.
If I were Fee, what would I do in this situation? Well, I'd probably already know where I was and just set off. Better set off then. I pick a direction at random. Yeah, I'd be late for dinner, you're right.
Okay, you set off in a random direction. Fee, Morgan. You're making your way to the ship graveyard. Guided by the light of the algae in the water.
I thought we were already at the ship graveyard.
You were like right outside of it, like you're heading in the
Okay.
direction of it.
Okay, I thought we were running in the direction of Inoltrare scream.
Same thing.
Okay.
Turns out it
It
was
very
just
much
crab
is a
screaming.
graveyard in here with all these bright lights and noises.
Hey.
I mean, it is literally the definition of a ship graveyard.
Mm.
So you're attempting to go find Inoltrare. I'll say for right now, give me a survival check to navigate your way through this area.
12.
3.
You're not on a great start. There's a lot of ship, and you think you could probably like cut through this ship by going like into one of the holes in its hull and going out the other side, but then you get lost in that ship for a little bit, so you have to backtrack and find your way out. It is very confusing getting through here. It's also questionable why there are just so many ships as densely packed as they are in this area.
I wonder if it's normal for ships to sink like this, all in one group.
If you were to take a guess, it looks like this may have been the site of a large battle of some sort. But even then, this seems like a lot of ships for something like that.
I mean, we just saw a dragon turtle. It could be what the dragon turtle did.
Yeah.
Roll me a history check, either one of you. Or both of you, I suppose.
That's 10.
0. Fee must have been sleeping that day.
Inoltrare. You recognize the name carved... Not Inoltrare, I'm sorry, Morgan. You recognize the name carved into one of these ships. This was a fairly renowned ship in the Korakii military back when Korakii and Korakii were a single city.
Yes,
One that's-
the best friend.
It took place in quite a few battles before it was sunk. They were never able to find where it sank, but here it is. In fact, taking a closer look, a lot of the ships here look to be of a similar build as that one. They seem to be Korakii ships.
Well, then we must be close to Korakii.
Well, you can certainly make that assumption.
Well, maybe I will.
I'm sorry, that came out a lot ruder than I wanted it to. I'm so
No, it
sorry.
didn't sound rude at all.
I did not mean for it to come out as rude sounding as it did.
It didn't sound rude at all. We're at the bottom of the ocean in the dark, so I'm going with whatever I've got.
And it's probably around this point where you hear crying. Not Inoltrare's crying. That one is familiar and somewhat comforting. This one is eerie.
It does happen a lot.
It's eerie and echoing.
If this is another non-living or non-human crying girl who we need to do an entire quest for.
Don't
It
worry,
does seem to
it could be
happen a
the
lot,
same
doesn't it?
one. It could be the same one.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just like some sort of beholder who thinks it's human. It's fine.
Maybe it's a ghost and some humans have moved into the ship.
So what are you doing?
Do you reckon this is the safe kind of crying or the monster luring us in kind of crying, Morgan?
Well, if it's not a monster, it would be terribly rude to ignore it.
Good point. Heroes must never be rude. Heroes away. And Fee just sort of nervously hopes Morgan moves first.
Moving back over to Inoltrare.
Inoltrare's had an idea.
Oh, Inoltrare has an idea.
Yeah. So I'm surrounded by all of these ships. That's like almost like a city of ships, right? So I should just think about how I navigate when I'm in cities.
Oh my god,
One,
I was just thinking about how I
crying.
couldn't get away with this.
Crying. 2, Tilly.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I'm basically in a city of ships, so I can use city secrets to navigate twice as fast, right?
No, I'm going to get Tilly to climb up one of the highest points, like a mast or something like that, and then look through Tilly's eyes, so that I can get a lay of the land.
Okay.
mean-
That should work. So Tilly's gonna climb upon one of the masts of the ship, make its way her way,
Her way, yeah.
make her way up to the top, and you look through,
Yep.
and immediately there's an incomprehensible amount of ships down here.
This really is like the city.
That's the first thing. Second thing you notice is somewhere probably to what you could only assume is your south is a faint orange glow. It's different than the rest of the algae, which seems to have a calming green glow.
I will whip my eyes back and I'll say, Tilly, stay up there and just guide me to it, can you? And she'll probably go like, meow.
Can't believe you put that ring on once and now we're into the shipping episode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Tilly guide me from above as best I can and try and navigate that way, because I feel like that's gonna work a lot better than relying on my ability to navigate.
For 100
Okay.
feet.
Oh, that's how far she can get away from me is 100 feet, but then I can keep walking and we can sort of keep in
All right,
locksteps.
So I'm going to do this section first with an Inoltrare, then I'll do the Fee and Morgan section.
So she's kind of like Assassin's Creed escort questing. So she's keeping on the rooftops near enough to me, and she can't get too far away, otherwise synchronization will be lost. But, that sort of distance.
You make your way to the faint orange glow, and what you see seems to be a person, or in this case, a skeleton, but with flesh and clothes on that all seem to be made of water. So it's like the silhouette of the outline of a person, but it's like an outline of water, and then there are bones in there.
We don't float down here.
Okay.
And she looks up at you, coconut in hand, with some what seem to be carved dice, and she says, "Hey there, kid. Would you like to play a quick game? It's been a while since I've gambled with another person."
What are you playing for?
Honestly,
God, loot boxes again.
honestly, I don't know. I suppose in this case it'd just be for fun.
I can think of something. How about you help
Excellent.
me get out if we win? Or if I win,
Ah.
not we. And if I lose, you can have this ring. It's magic.
Well, I'll certainly do my best if you win, but all I can say is I don't know the way out.
Well, in
As
that
fa-
case, I'm not really offering the ring, and that's not worth it.
As far as I know, as long as you're down here, you're stuck down here. Pull up a seat. It's been a while.
Well, all right.
Catalina Various. Pleasure to meet you. And she holds out her hand.
Oh, hi. Inoltrare. And I touch the wet hand.
Excellent to meet you, kid.
So
Why
how
don't
long
you
you been
roll
down
first?
here?
Oh, ever since we were sunk.
Oh, that happened to me too.
Here's the story, kid. I was probably one of the best gamblers out there. There's no challenge I couldn't win, or I couldn't win. I may have actually been terrible and gotten into quite a bit of debt. I lost the bet to the captain of our ship, and she took me on instead of taking all my money. And it was nice. It was nice selling with a lot of them. Transported cargo wherever we could, made quite a bit of money, did some less than legal activities on the side. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Please don't nudge me. You're very wet.
She didn't actually nudge you. She just said wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh. I appreciate you only saying it.
Well, there was a huge battle. A huge one. And she starts waving her hand off. And a bunch of us just kind of got stuck down here after we all sank. We've been just kind of trapped down here since.
That
Roll me
doesn't sound
2d6.
very fun. 2d6.
By the way.
Okay. This is the bludgeoning damage I'm about to take again. 7. Straight down.
Okay, roll. I should have been I should have been better. More clear. Roll me 2d6. Don't tell me what the answer is.
Oh right, sorry.
She
Okay.
also roll two dice. Okay, the game is simple.
I
You
hope
look at
they're
your
fucking d6s.
Yes,
Sure,
they
it's
are
2d20.
You look at your dice and you make a guess whether or not your roll is higher or lower than my roll. It's very simple.
Okay. I guess mine's higher.
Very well then. Show me what you got.
9.
She rolled a 4. Congratulations, you get 5 points. Because that's the difference between the rolls.
That was fun.
And she rolls again. Come on, give it a roll.
Okay. Do I guess this time or do you guess?
I guess. And I'm guessing high.
Okay.
She moves the cover from her dice, and it's a 10.
Oh, you win this time. I had a 6.
That is by 4. But it was only by 4. That makes you the winner because you got 5 points. I only got 4.
Ooh, I like gambling.
Is this how Axibullas get you?
Well, I suppose it's getting late. If you look around, you may be able to find some of our other crewmates. Were you a member of our ship?
Don't think so. Were you an auction house?
No, not that I remember.
Then I'm guessing not.
Look, I can't help you, but you were a good sport about it. If someone could help you, it'd probably be the captain of our ship. If you head off in, I say that direction, and she points off, probably behind you, a bit to your left.
Okay.
Head off in that direction. You'll probably find it.
Okay. Thank you.
Just look for the ship with the large wooden horse at the front of it.
With the horse. Got it. Okay.
Stay safe, kid. Never know what's out there.
Will do. Thank you. I wave and then just head off straight towards my death.
Okay. Morgan, as you get closer to the crying, you see a very similar sight. It's a skeleton in a watery outline, this time of a very lanky-looking man. Oh God, you're not one of them, are you? Are you? Who are you?
Morgan's gonna let
I
me
am
introduce
the
them.
guardian of the sewers.
I'm sorry, what was that? Pixel?
And Morgan's gonna let me introduce them.
But why are you here? These aren't the sewers.
Me and my associate have been displaced. We're looking for our friend, who was further displaced. Who might you be?
Oh, right. I don't want to be.
He's also using a bonus action to below their cape.
I don't want to be rude. I'm a Forgan, Darian Forgan. I was a sailor, just doing odd jobs here and there. Generally, you can make good money out on the seas. Trading sugar mostly. Well,
Did
I what?
Make good money.
Oh, yeah, quite a bit. I was able to send it back to my family. They were able to live comfortably. Well, while I was out looking for jobs, I accidentally stumbled on the wrong ship. It wasn't great. The captain, she was less than ideal of a person in general. And instead of doing the mercy of just killing me or dropping me off at an island, she kept me around. Said she always wanted a funny swabby to clean the ship and do all the chores. And I sailed with them for a good couple years. As much as I hated it, at least they paid, and they paid a decent amount.
But couldn't you have found another ship?
I suppose I could have, but like, you ever get that situation to where like you're in like a really bad situation, but that bad situation just becomes the normal for you, and you stop making the efforts to get out of it?
Fee looks confused because they're too middle class to understand this.
Well, for one reason or another, I hated it, but I just never left. I suppose in a way they kind of became a family. Well, anyway, eventually, we got caught up in a fairly large battle, and we sank here. I've been stuck here ever since.
Was that why you were crying?
I mean, you try sitting down here for 200 years. It's just this constant feeling of dread being stuck here. I can't die, there's nothing to eat. I'm not sure I can eat. I mean, look at me. I'm all water and bone.
Fee suddenly stops and checks that they haven't turned into a water skeleton.
You look perfectly fine.
It hasn't slipped my notice that about 5 minutes ago, Fee used a bonus action to activate the capability underwater.
It's perfectly billowing.
It was already billowing.
Yeah, but now it's billowing dramatically.
So what brings you all down here? Are you another victim of the captains, or?
There was a dragon turtle. Wait, no, Fee wouldn't know what a dragon turtle is. There was a turtle. It didn't want to be friends. My friend called in a favor.
Oh, you mean old Nestor? I'm sure it's fine. Old Nestor's harmless. More curious than anything.
Rip.
Big issue is like he tends to create whirlpools wherever he goes. Doesn't much bother us down here, but for people on the surface,
That's how we ended up here.
And how many people have seen this Nessie?
Nestor.
I know.
Ironically, you've taken the sea out of Nessie.
Well, Nestor's for the most part harmless. As long as you don't bother him, he won't bother you. I wonder how Nestor's doing. It's been a little bit since we've talked.
How does Nestor do with being hit by meteors? I'm asking for a friend.
I should probably go find Nestor. Oh God. Look, if you're, I'm sure you're lost. Just do your best not to go too far from the ships. If you get too far away, the curse it subsides and you'll just start drowning.
So we're just stuck here till we die anyway.
I mean, there may be a way out. You could probably ask Captain about it. I warn you, she's a bit vicious.
The captain who drowns people? Wait, this captain? Is she also a skeleton?
I mean, I assume we're all skeletons down here.
Yeah, but would wait, what color was the captain's flame again?
Pink.
Is she like a pink flame skeleton?
I don't think fire can be down here.
It's just, well, before we ran into your turtle friend, we met some sort of skeleton, kept changing color and personality. Like, first they said they were an admiral, then they said they were a captain, then they said they were a quartermaster.
Did you get the captain's name? Or the admiral's name?
I'm going to say Fee definitely could remember the captain's name, but I can't because I'm me.
The captain's name was Janine.
Janine?
Borealis? Are you talking about Captain Borealis?
I don't know any other Captain Janine, so yes.
Huh. And perhaps she does know a way out. Yeah, if you make your way over to the ship, you can actually see it from here. And he points towards the ship with the unicorn mast.
Oh.
Make your way there and ask to speak to the captain.
This could be awkward. My friend blasted her with lightning.
Many people have. I'm sure it's fine.
And we also sort of beat up their skeletons.
You're not going to beat me up, are you? I mean, that's cruel. I'm just a normal cat.
You seem nice.
I think I should leave. I need to find Nestor. And
yes. I hope your friend's okay.
And Darian stands up and begins to uncomfortably move away from you, thinking you're about to beat him up.
Fee just give off that energy.
Yeah, fair, after what happened to poor old Nestor.
And he walks off.
Fee turns to Morgan, looking at him to see what he thinks.
Morgan looks just kind of passive. So, sounds like Morgan, we should go to the captain.
You okay, Morgan? You're looking kind of passive.
Morgan always looks passive.
More passive than usual.
This is Morgan's fine.
Yep. Well, Fee's going to shrug and start walking off, assuming Morgan's following.
He is.
Okay. Off to the mast then.
Okay. I suppose about the time Fee and Morgan get there, so does Inoltrare. You actually bump into each other as you're approaching.
Fee immediately. Yeah. Fee shouts, Inoltrare!
Fee! Morgan!
And then realizes they looked uncool and catch themselves. I mean, Inoltrare, good to see you.
Can't hear you, we're very far away. Inoltrare's like running as fast as he can. But he's a dwarf, he's got 25 foot of movement speed, so it's gonna take him a while.
Cuts back to us, and that cuts back to Inoltrare at the same starting position.
Yeah. Yeah, Fee is just sort of power walking towards him.
2 hours later.
Trying not to look too excited.
And Inoltrare is just gonna go, and grab both of you in a big hug.
As a bonus action, Fee makes their cape below.
I missed you both. I thought you died. I see. Very stoic.
Fee just sort of pulls their hood down so no one can actually see their expression.
Underwater, no one can see you cry.
Now what's this about death right outside our ship? You see another skeleton with the watery outline.
Is it a familiar skeleton?
No, Tilly hasn't died yet.
Wow.
Oh. I mean,
Now, who do you lot be?
Hi, I'm
V.
Inoltrare. That's my full and true name.
V Clatcher, Guardian of the Sewers.
My name is Morgan, and this is Teddy.
Okay, well, you're a strange lot, aren't you?
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Regardless, Melior Worm, at your service. How can I help you today?
Are you?
Am I what?
Merely a worm.
Yeah, that's my name.
Do you ever ask people, would they still love you? And then give your full name? I think I heard a joke about that once.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I want all of you to roll me a history check, please. Only because there's no society check in this game.
That's a 16, but I feel like I should fail that on the basis that Morgan doesn't have any knowledge in any of these fields.
That's a 13. And
That
the
is
hard.
out.
Well, everyone but Inoltrare passed this. You recognize that last name.
Worms.
I recognize that last name.
Oh, is my family still out there just doing their boring trading or whatever?
Last I heard, I think some guy in the family was crushing on a succubus or an incubus. I forget the difference.
Is that what we're known for nowadays? I'm glad I left those.
Also, I think being tormented by an orange tiefling.
I am so glad I left the family to do piracy. So what do y'all squirts want?
I mean, are you doing that well? You appear to be a skeleton at the bottom of the ocean.
You don't seem to be in a much better state yourself.
That's fair. We're told the captain could help with that. I mean, being at the bottom of the ocean, I don't particularly want to be a skeleton. I know.
Well,
do you want to be a skeleton, Morgan? That seems kind of like your thing.
well, as a pirate captain, I can give you the latest releases half off.
So you're looking for the captain then, huh? Oi, captain! Got people here for you. And as she says this, the algae all around you goes out, and you find yourself in darkness.
He pulls out a small stone, squeezes it, and it lights up.
And the unlit torches on the ship, each of them begin lighting up, one at a time.
I don't feel too good about this, V.
First, there's a white flame, and as that white flame goes up, so does the person sitting in front of you. The watery outline is replaced by a fiery one. Then there is an orange flame, and sitting off to the side, you see the gambling lady from before, also engulfed in this orange flame.
Oh, I'll wave.
A green flame goes up, and with this green flame, so does the timid lanky man from before.
Oh, didn't know he was a blade.
Next is a blue flame lights up, and a man you don't think you've seen before also lights up blue. He's large, he's tall, and he stands with a very polite demeanor.
Does he have a quarterstaff?
You don't see any weapons on any of them.
Okay.
And then doors to the captain's quarters begin opening up, and out of them walks out what seems to be a woman engulfed in a pink flame. And a larger central torch in the middle lights up in this pink flame. Well. Seems we have some familiar visitors. I thought you lot escaped the ship.
We certainly did try.
Very dramatic around here. He says hypocritically.
So what do y'all want with me?
I want to go
You know
home.
anything? We feel so broke up. We want to go home.
Yeah, I suppose it is rather gloomy down here, isn't it? But the thing is, I don't very feel like sending y'all home. In fact, I'm actually glad that we get an audience. Because with this, and she holds up the flaming white mechanical heart, all of this comes to an end. We'll finally be free from this accursed ship. Allow us a proper introduction. We are the crew, or at least what's left, of the Void-Kirin. Back in the day, we were the band of pirates. Pillage, plunder, treasure, we had it all. But some people did not like our success, shall we say. And so they sent her after us. Her and, well, half of the Korakii Navy. You can see that mostly around you. As she gestures to the hundreds upon hundreds of ships. You see, they were a formidable navy, but we had power behind us. Secret to our success, but when we fell and we died, it demanded we hold up our end of the deal. Cursed us until that end is met. But with this, perhaps we'll break it. However, you hear, and another skeleton appears from behind you. This one in a strange black flame that seems to give with the flame. It has like a black core with a white outline around it. Only one side can lift the curse. Allow me for a more proper introduction. I'm Admiral Joan Meritic. I was the Korakii Admiral some 200 odd years ago or so. Hunted hundreds of pirates, but this crew here was fairly elusive. And even when we did get them cornered, they somehow sunk half of our fleets. We were able to get them in the end, but for one reason or another, I was sunk into their curse as well.
And now here you are, taking them on children.
The issue is we're at an impasse, you see. Technically, we are the same. We, as them and me, are the same person. However, we are 6 different souls. And the curse is only going to let one side of this arrangement leave. Either the crew or me. And while hostilities between us are suspended, we can't make that decision. But I suppose you lot can.
So how long was Morgan unconscious?
You mean when you fell in through the whirlpool?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Okay.
It still seems to be night, so you assume it hadn't been that long?
Right, so not enough for a spell slot to recharge.
Do you know what? I'll give you all. For the time you're unconscious, I'll give you all a short rest.
Cool, I'm gonna use 5 hit dice.
Fee shrugs and looks at Inoltrare because they don't know much about magic and they assume Inoltrare would.
I mean, I know a fair bit, but I'm sorry, Fee, I'm not very good at curses. Well,
I think it's pretty simple. And the admiral moves her hand to her heart. You help, well, where her heart should be. You help me, and I can put in the greatest of words with the king of Korakii, or with the king of Korakii. She doesn't know about Korakii. I assume I assume it's still a king. Oh, they'd
No.
be delighted to have me back.
There was a civil war. The monarchy don't exist anymore.
The monarchy do exist, just not on your side of the city.
Okay.
At least if I'm right about that. Am I right about that?
That is right. Yeah, they're still up in Korakii.
Okay. I mean, if we were friends with the monarchy, we'd get us in trouble for treason.
Oh, so what? You all are from what? Perister? Then?
Korakii, south of the Sundered City. It's sundered now, I think. That's what my parents said. I don't read the papers.
I have a bit to catch up on, it seems. But regardless, you'll have plenty of favor, plenty of riches, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll be happy to have me back. Think about it. An immortal admiral.
I would like to cast message.
Okay.
I'd like to message Fee and then afterwards message Morgan and just whisper to both of them basically. So we're picking the crew, right?
We're not trusting the cob.
Morgan.
Sorry, continue.
Morgan uses his telepathy to speak to you and say, "It would be nicer to choose more people to free."
And the captain on the other side begins to speak up. Or you tiny one, you can pick us. Help us defeat this dead weight of a woman off of our crew. Let us sail again upon the seventh. How many seas are there in this world? I don't want to say seven
Great
seas.
question. Just say 7 at the moment. I've never thought about it.
I mean, 7 seas is a figure of speech anyway, isn't it?
The
Yeah, because
approximate
we
7
had seven-
seas.
Because we have 7. Anyway, I would love to sail upon the 13 seas again.
That's a different RPG system. We can't go do that one. Actually, no, it's with 7
seas.
Cs.
Scooby-Doo.
No, let's go with 13. I like that. It's a good number. I like that. I will go and add 13 to the map.
Go back stealing treasure from all sorts of people. But I suppose in the end, the choice is yours. But whoever you choose, and the lights begin going out one by one, everyone but the captain and the admiral. Gotta be prepared for a fight. And you're stuck in between. The 3 of you now have a choice that you must make. Will you choose the captain and set these pirates back upon the world, or you choose the admiral, which would very likely give the kingdom of Korakii a huge advantage, assuming they take her back.
Okay. Before we do that, I do have a question for the DM. I would know if 8 hours have passed because my mage armor would have worn off. Has 8 hours passed?
We got a short rest in. I don't think it was a long rest.
I'll say no, but you could probably tell you don't have long on your mage armor.
Uh-oh.
Who knows when that's going down? I know. And by I know, I mean this dice I'm rolling is knows.
It's a first level spell slot and I've got 5 of them. To hell with it, I'm casting it again. Mage armor.
Okay, never mind then. That would have been a cool interactive thing for the middle of the fight, but well.
Sure would have been, but my AC is bad enough as it is.
So 3 of you have a choice.
We gotta go with the captain, right?
I'm not siding with a cob.
No, that's
Maybe
the
it's a
admiral.
bit of structure.
No,
I'm
that's
not
the
trusting
admiral.
a nerd who has to cast mage armor.
Shut up, Morgan. we gotta go with the captain, right? With the crew. The crew and the captain, not the admiral. The admiral's
Exactly.
the cop. Right.
Yeah. We're not siding with the cob.
Got it.
Do
Oh
you know
yeah,
what
that's
they-
what you were saying.
Yeah. Like,
You agree?
you know
with
what
this-
happens when you get
do
a
you
cob
agree
in the
with this
sewers?
assessment, Morgan?
Yeah, I think pirates who are indiscriminate in who they steal from is probably better than the Korakian captain who definitely has an agenda.
I have a question.
I'm sorry?
What happens? I have a question. What happens to whoever we don't choose? Are they stuck here forever?
Oh, the entity will certainly continue to collect on their end.
The entity?
The what?
Aye, but of course, you don't think we got the power to take on half a navy all on our own, did you? No, we struck a deal for that power, for those riches.
I mean, this is just Pixel speaking, but looking at all the ships around us, it seems like they didn't get the power to take on half a navy.
No, they certainly took on half that navy.
Does there appear to be about half a navy's worth of ships down here? Just like, roughly speaking.
Like one pirate crew against hundreds of ships. I think they got the good end of that bargain.
Ah.
The introduction of an entity complicates matters.
And you see right in the middle of you a burning white mechanical heart. When you make your decision, all you have to do, break it.
Why do we have to choose?
Because it won't. Because unless we come to a unanimous decision, the entity won't let us.
What is the entity? You
The
ever
admiral
seen it?
the admiral begins to speak up. That is something I've been asking for a long time, and the most I get are maniacal laughter from the rest. I never made a deal. I had been caught up in this deal. I truly think it's unfair that I should be punished for a deal they made.
Would Fee have any idea what this entity could be? Is it if it's like Fae or something?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
On the one hand, Inoltrare thinks this is a bad idea. On the other hand, he did agree to, like, the dragon mother to release her from the Orbital Dragon kind. So has he really got a leg to stand on here?
Fee is Fee like any angsty teenager, just refuses to sit side of a cop, full stop.
You certainly tried to free Nestor from life.
I did not know that I was about to drop a meteor on the dragon turtle. I thought maybe an angel would come and pick us up.
I
What is an angel but the ultimate cop?
I just can't believe you would do that to Nestor, Nick.
Or
I
Nestor.
didn't. You did. You did, DM.
It doesn't feel so good, does it, Nick?
No!
This is like the time Ao dropped a comment on Ansel Peter's dog.
Yeah.
I didn't drop a comment. I dropped Hannah's parents.
Hey, no, hang on a sec. No, hang on. This is not the time Ao dropped a comment on Ansel's dog, because Ao specifically attempted to kill an artificer who specifically has a class feature where a dog protects them and they can't be surprised and the dog takes the brunt of it, okay? It was all part of the rules. That was meant, that was not me making up bullshit.
Can't believe. Remember when Ao hit the entire party with Meteor Swarm?
That's
We don't even have to lie. Ao hit the entire party with, like, toxic gas.
Yeah, that happened. Grant nearly died.
It was only purple worm poison. You're fine.
I think, or this is Inoltrare speaking, I think if Fee cannot choose the Admiral, then my choice is made already. I'm going to choose what Fee would choose. What do you think, Morgan?
If it's the one that frees the most people, Morgan's behind it.
It is.
Hmm?
All right. Who wants to stab the heart? Everyone's looking at me, huh?
I mean, it just seems like a thing that is up Morgan's alley to stab a floating heart with a dagger.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, you go.
Yeah. This feels like a very Morgan moment.
Good luck.
I mean, just because it seems kind of ritualistic. Okay, Morgan stabs the heart.
And a choice. The words echo around you. Has been made.
And Inoltrare dies.
You hear the captain laughing.
Oh.
You hear laughing from more and more of the crew. The ship from behind you begins to rise up out of the soil and silt. It begins to fix and rise. And rise towards the surface. And the admiral looks at you. Fury and fire. The flames completely engulf her. She draws a blade. Roll initiative.
I'm not good at that anymore because.
Damn it, I rolled high.
I dropped my dice.
Also,
14.
lucky you all, because of the choice you made, they have lost the Void-Kirin, or now the Admiral, I guess, has lost the Swashbuckler class.
That's bad.
They are now fully a Glory Paladin. So have fun with that.
Is that good or bad? I don't know much about spellcasters.
It's not good.
The opposite would have happened, by the way, if you sided with the Admiral. The Void-Kirin would have lost the Paladin and they would have been full Swashbucklers.
I would honestly take the Swashbuckler. But I mean, it's painful either way, but the Glory Paladin scares me as someone with very few hit points in smiting range. My initiative was 5.
I also have 5.
5. Morgan.
14.
5, 14. Okay.
Context for chat, Morgan has an item that makes it so getting high initiative is actually not good.
Oh yeah, participation medal.
Ribbon.
That's it, ribbon. Yeah. Yeah, let's kill some kids.
Okay. Well, it got a 20. Well, the Admiral got a 20. And the Admiral is going to open up this is going to open up this fight by it is going to open up this fight by casting heroism on itself.
Oh, I hate that spell.
Oh yeah, remember how I mentioned that each of the Void-Kirin crew has a different ability depending on the flame?
Yep.
Yeah. The Admiral is also going to cast Freedom of Movement upon herself.
Wait, isn't that 2 concentration spells?
No.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, the Admiral's ability is yeah, here it is. On the initiative round, as long as neither of these spells are attacking spells, the Admiral can cast 2 spells on its first turn.
Uh-oh. Well,
and those were the 2 of them.
That's a scary combination.
Yeah. Strangely enough, Freedom of Movement is not a concentration spell.
That's wild. Absolutely wild. Okay. I sound like I don't believe you. I do genuinely believe you. It's just I'm now terrified for our prospects.
And that's its turn. How do you first things first, it is Morgan. How do you open?
Okay, let's see if we can hold person.
No.
Okay, then.
because of freedom of movement, it is the admiral is immune to being restrained.
Well, hold person paralyzes.
Paralyzed, stunned, or restrained.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Then I suppose we'll do a 3rd level Witch Bolt.
That'll work.
Yeah, I just need to hit with ranged melee attack, ranged magic attack. And rolling for that would be 12
To hit?
to hit.
I'm sorry, that does not hit.
Yeah. Telekinetic. No, that probably can't telekinetic shove it with freedom of movement.
You actually could.
Well, then might as well try. Strength saving throw against DC 13.
Strength saving throw against DC 13. That is an 11.
Okay, then it gets pushed 5 feet back for however much that's going to help.
Yes, but now you know telekinetic. Would that cause a concentration roll? Do you know, Nick, off the top of your head?
Damage usually does. It's up to the DM whether it causes one in other circumstances. It does say other circumstances can. I believe it includes getting hit by a wave or something. Can trigger a check, but it's up to the DM.
You know, I suppose in this case, I'll probably do a check. Well, congratulations, you broke its concentration. It no longer has heroism.
Nice.
That's a massive relief.
Well,
Yeah.
that's Morgan's turn done.
I was going to waste a spell slot to get rid of it with magic missile, basically, but now I don't have to. So that saved me a spell slot. Do a bit more damage.
I believe Fee has the higher deck, so Fee, they go first.
Okay, so Fee is going to draw their 2 swords, and they're going to use the special ability of their sword, so they basically split into 2 Fees, each holding one of the swords.
Ooh.
Does the personality split? Is one Fee really edgy and one Fee really happy?
Yes.
It does now.
This is like my Nordmark
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. So, yeah, one Fee has their hood pulled all the way down, and their face is completely in shadow. And the other has it pulled back and is just optimistically smiling. And, yeah, literally bouncing on their feet.
Yep. So you split yourself into 2 entities, each one sharing the initiative, and each one is holding one of the mirror twin swords.
Yep.
Your current and maximum HP are split evenly between both forms.
Yep. I use the short rest to roll my hit dice, so I'm at full health at the moment, 26. So that's going to be 13 HP each.
Yep. And when the ability is dispelled or one of them dies, they fuse back together with relevant like if one of them used a resource, then that resource is drained from the final form, yada yada.
Yeah. Okay. So, yep. I think what's going to happen here then is they're both going to run at the admiral and make an attack each. Well, 2 attacks each. So I've got a lot of rolling to do.
It would be one at a time. So let's finish up let's say happy Fee, and then we'll do gloomy Fee.
Happy Fee.
Okay, so question, by the way, which Fees used up their bonus action here?
In this case, it'd be happy, the one that's continuing to go.
Okay, so happy Fee is like, wee, and just does a sort of, a cheeky shonen protagonist smirk, runs at the admiral and slashes with their sword.
I
Tell
can't
me we're not Naruto running.
believe it.
Excuse you, but do you honestly think he does not Naruto run at every opportunity?
Ah, I'm so upset.
And remember, since you only each form only has 1 blade, it is a versatile weapon to bump it up to a D8.
Yep, that's right. So they're basically holding it with both hands. I'm gonna say that they're gonna swing it like a katana though. Yeah. Like
Beautiful.
Happy Fee swings it like a katana, Gloomy Fee uses it like an actual sword. Well, katanas are actual swords, but like an actual long sword.
Yep. So make your attack rolls.
Okay. So Happy Fee. That is a 13 and a 16.
16 hits.
Pressy.
Roll me that damage.
That's only a single point of damage, sadly.
How's it a single point of damage? You have a +3 sword.
Oh yeah, that's 4 points of damage. I forgot the plus also applies to damage.
Yeah. And it should also be adding your dex modifier, shouldn't it?
That's 0.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You
damage, got
nerfed
it.
our characters when we rolled them.
I don't know why I assumed it was higher.
And then I'm going to... And then Happy Fee is going to run away after making their attacks.
Do you have anything that would prevent attack of opportunity?
Mobile feet.
Mobile feet, that's it. Okay.
How do you like it?
Okay,
Show 'em.
Gloomy Feet turn.
Okay, Gloomy Feet is going to... You can somehow see they're rolling their eyes under their hood. They're just that... they're just that edgy. You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to raise their sword in the air. There's a whoosh. And they've cast... used their bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And they're just going to... they're just going to charge forward with the sword thrusted out.
Okay, make your roll.
So this first attack's going to be at advantage. That's a 25 to hit for the first one.
That hits, of course.
Yeah, but one more and I could have had a natural 20. And for the second attack, that is 14 to hit.
14 just barely hits.
Oh, that's 2 hits. I just realised. Happy Feel did 6 damage because I forgot about Dreadful Strikes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but anyways, the first hit is... Okay, that's 2d8s because of Zephyr Strike. So, this is just a thrust forward. And then there's just a second whoosh that smacks into the admiral. And let me just find another d8. Okay, so that's 10 points and another 3 points, 13 points of damage.
Oof.
Yep. And they sort of run off. Yeah, they sort of circle off in the opposite direction to Happy Fee.
Okay. And is that your actions? Your turns?
Yep, that's my turns.
Okay, Inoltrare.
I've seen this before. Yeah, seen this before. Well, Sailor Line Wizard, I cast Fireball. They rolled a 9 on the d20. With their dexterity save, I don't know what modifier they've got. They've got to beat a 15. So if their modifier is +6, they have beat it.
That's an 11.
All right, 8d6 fire damage coming in. All right. Oh, that's a high starting one. So that's 19 for the first 4 d6s, and then 13 for the second 4. So that's gonna be 32 points of fire damage.
That is a lot. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement to probably get a little bit closer to one of the fees, just in case I need to cast any buffs, or get the opportunity to cast buffs. And then that's me.
Gotcha. Okay, it is the turn of the Admiral. Doo-doo. The admiral jumps into the air and begins swimming, which is effectively flying here.
Are they allowed to do that?
Second level fighting style 4 paladin. One of them is the mariner. As long as they're not wearing heavy armor or using a shield, they have a swimming and climbing speed equal to their normal speed.
And we can't reduce our speed to 0.
Oh, freedom of movement.
Anyone got dispel magic? I don't.
I'm pretty sure all spells are magic.
Oh.
The cheerful. Wait, no, the cheerful fee says that.
She is going to swim to. This one is. Now I have to flip a coin. Gloomy Fee. I use a little spinner to determine who enemies are going to attack if I don't have like anything in mind. But now that there's 2 fees, I have to flip a coin as well.
Yeah.
I should have pointed that.
Yeah. Turns out there's hidden fees.
Hey.
13 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
This deals enough damage. It's going to be late fees.
That is 9 damage.
8. I guess fees sort of quarter bloodied.
Gloomy Fee is bloody.
Yeah. Gloomy Fee just sort of crouches slightly and glares through their hood. They somehow pull it off.
Okay, and that will be her turn. Although she does look like she's preparing something special next turn, so have fun with that.
Beep.
She takes a very funny looking fighting stance.
She's preparing something special next turn. She's taking a Oh god, it could be a smite. Oh god.
Well, Morgan, what you doing?
Wait, did she cast a smite spell?
This turn, no.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll try to use vicious mockery.
Oh.
So that's a wisdom saving throw against 13.
Wisdom save, that is a 7.
Nice, it hits. So that's 2d4 damage, which is 5.
Ooh. Of what type?
What?
Of damage of what type?
Psychic damage.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Ooh, nice.
And then... Nope, that's me.
Okay, then. That would be Happy Fiend.
Okay, so Happy Fee just sort of cheerfully raises their blade and casts. Guess what?
Zephyr Strike?
Yep.
I just can't not hear Happy Feet, and then I can't
I
not
hear
think
it every time as well.
Mumble's father, who was canonically named Memphis.
Yeah, they have penguin energy in this form. Yeah, so Happy Fee is just like, heck yeah! And just, well, Naruto runs right at the admiral. And they have their blade all the way back, and they drag it up across the floor a little, which they can do because it's magic, so it's not going to get blunted. And just sort of do a rapid spin attack.
But this is a magical bluntness. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, make your attack rolls.
Okay, first is at advantage. Yes!
That's a nat 20, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm sad I'm not a wizard.
Aren't we all except Inoltrare?
Okay, so I'll remember that one's a crit. And obviously they're spinning, so they also get their second hit in.
Going for the spin to win.
Spin, spin, spin.
It turns out that Happy Fee was the Beyblade that parted the Red Sea.
That's a 16.
That hits as well.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh,
But
I got
on the plus side, Iris,
Yeah.
they only have one sword, so they can't use a bonus action to attack again. Okay, let's see. A D8, another D8.
Another D8, another D8.
Yep. I only have 3 D8s, so I'm going to have to roll one again. Where's
It's
my
like you're
other
halfway
D8?
between it being a rogue and a paladin.
Yeah, but I think that, to be fair, that kind of sums up the... Oh, there it is. So, yeah.
I mean, that doesn't speak well of Fee because Fee's supposed to be a ranger.
Okay. So I've got my D4s for dreadful strikes, my D8s for the normal damage, and then I'll roll another D8. Well, I'll roll that D8 separately so I don't get confused.
Don't
Okay,
forget to add the
let's
plus
see.
3 at the end.
Oh, yeah, of course. Can't forget that all important +3. Okay, so that's 12 plus 5. Okay. So it's 17. Oh. It's always nice when you roll an 8 here. 25. Yes. 32.
Aragon's kind of a combination between fighter and druid. Then why is he an artificer?
Okay. So that's 35 plus 7 for a total of 42.
Nice.
42? Oh, that's right.
And yeah, and then Happy Fee just keeps spinning off. At which point, Gloomy Fee, I believe it's Gloomy Fee's turn. Don't think I can do anything with the bonus action. Oh wait, no, I can do that. Something with the bonus action. I've got a question for the DM.
I have an answer.
Do both fees get to use favored foe?
Yes, but remember that once they refuse, it'll have multiple charges expended.
That's fair. So,
I'm
yeah,
not sure how many charges it has, but
per proficiency bonus, so 3.
Take
Hello.
it easy on the captain. She's just felt the pain of life, the universe, and everything.
So yeah, Happy Fee is going to mark the captain as their favoured foe. And then, yeah, I think favoured foe is a bonus action, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
No idea.
Wait, let me double check.
I'm looking up.
Favoured foe.
I think it just happens on a hit.
Oh yeah. I've just marked them as my enemy for 1 minute, and that's a part of the attack. So yeah, it's an extra D4 on top of everything else. I'm rolling so many D4s with this subclass.
You do a lot of damage.
That's rangers for you. They've always been good. They've just never been fun until Tash has come along.
Yeah, to be fair, Tash has only fixed one specific ranger subclass that everyone thought.
Oh no, they fixed the
Was
ranger
bad.
as well. Like favoured foe and all that is a fix too.
Oh yeah.
Ranger's problem being it only worked if the DM took you to the place you were good at and made you fought the enemies you were good at, and then otherwise you got nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
But when it happens,
So yeah. I mean, it could be worse if we were at 6th level. It would be an extra D6. But yeah, I digress. Gloomy Fee once again is going to roll their eyes at this display of enthusiasm and quietly mutter, "You're embarrassing us both."
The
Turn
weave
it
and the
down.
edge lord. The two sides of Fee.
Yep. Fee and Iffy. We've established.
Make your move.
Okay. So Gloomy Fee is going to slash. The first one is 17, and the second is 16.
Yeah, both hit.
That's 5 plus a 8. 13 points of damage. And Gloomy Fee is going to rush off. Zephyr Strike is amazing.
It really is.
Oh, I'm going to say Gloomy Fee has the cape, by the way. And they're using their bonus action to billow it as they're rushing off.
Yes.
Gloomy Fee doesn't have a cloak at all.
As this happens, the flames on the Admiral begin to die down. Is this really how it ends? Eternity of service to a creature I never made the deal with? No. At the very least, I'll take you three with me. And the flames begin to heat back up, larger and larger before. Congratulations, y'all have made it to the mythical stat block.
Oh yeah,
Yay.
here we go.
Oh yeah, Gloomy Fee shouts back. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's the deal you made when you became a cop.
Gloomy Fee said this?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Inoltrare, your turn.
So I got the feeling.
The figure before you, the outline around the skeleton looks less like a person and more like a large burning aura around them, around the skeleton, of black flames.
Do I still get the feeling that they're about to do something big? Yeah, I probably do. I'm going to ready an action to cast Magic Missile using a 2nd level spell slot straight after they do whatever they do.
Okay, so after their turn or after their action?
After their action.
Gotcha.
And that's my move. That's me done.
This flaming skeleton points her blade at Gloomy Fee. You first. And fast enough to where you have trouble keeping up with it, she's suddenly behind you.
Nothing personal, kid.
She raises her blade and brings it down.
At
Question.
disadvantage.
No, just answer.
Is this a spell?
No. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
At a disadvantage?
I didn't. Why at disadvantage?
Because of vicious mockery.
Oh yes, that's right. Sorry, does a 14 hit?
Yes.
You get armor, please.
Okay, so immediately Gloomy Fee takes 6 damage.
Okay. Wait, let me. Damn, that's just enough to finish off Gloomy Fee.
Gloomy Fee vanishes, and the sword drops to the ground. I believe now regular Fee can recall that as a bonus action later.
Yeah.
Happy Fee looks at the death of Gloomy Fee and feels the gloom growing within themselves, and then peters back out into regular Fee.
However,
Yeah.
I did mention before that this was the mythical stat block. She uses the rest of her movement to charge Inoltrare.
All right, but first of all, she's used her action, so she's getting magic missiled.
Yeah, no.
4d4 plus something or other. If she's not concentrating on anything, so it doesn't matter. I was just hoping she was about to cast a concentration spell.
Oh, no.
Okay. 8 plus 4, 12 points of force damage. And
Well,
then
that's 12
Inoltrare
points.
chuckles and says, I'm in danger.
That's a 16 hit. It's only.
Yes.
Is that one off at disadvantage?
No, it's just the next attack.
Yeah, then a 16.
Yep, that hits.
Cool. So, first things first, that's going to be 8 damage.
What type?
This will be slashing, plus an additional 3 radiant damage because of smite.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, she uses her channel divinity to use inspiring smite. Immediately after you deal damage to a creature with your divine smite feature, you can use your channel divinity bonus as a bonus action to distribute temporary hit points to creatures or of your willing creatures of your choice within 30 feet of you, which can include you. So she gains 2d8 temporary hit points. And that'll be the Morgan turn now.
Alright, I'm gonna scooch to the side so I don't hit Inoltrare, and I will use the Wand of Lightning Bolts.
You have
Yes.
3 charges left, yes?
I've got 1 charge left. This might destroy it.
Oh no.
Cast your lightning bolt.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw against 15.
Living legend. As a reaction, I could just choose to pass it.
Okay, well then you take half 23 damage.
That is 12, I believe.
11.
11.
Yeah, I always forget whether it rounds up or down.
It's always down.
Yeah.
And now we roll a d20.
I think pretty much the only time it doesn't round down is when you calculate a Phantom Rogue's loss from the grave dice.
Nick, stop being so afraid. I rolled a 12.
I just know the one and only time I personally as a player have used something that breaks on a certain roll, it broke first time. So I'm always a little more jittery about them.
And because I'm petty, I might as well do a telekinetic shove to get it away from Inoltrare.
Okay. Strength saving throw?
Yep, DC 13.
You could just do it on Inoltrare and then I'll fail automatically and then we don't have to worry about the save.
Honestly, I don't think it matters if I push her 5 feet. She can probably cover that.
Well, true. Means I can, cast anything without disadvantage.
That's what?
A 6.
Yes, pushback.
Yeah, to automatically pass the roll, it does require her reaction.
Oh yeah, I could have just walked away. She's used a reaction. I could just hit the bricks.
Fun fact, I can also, once per turn, if I miss an attack, I don't. Her mythical stat block is basically the same, but she gets her extra attack feature, and she gets the capstone feature, Living Legend.
I hope you've remembered that with mythic stat blocks, you give out double the XP if they beat it.
I do.
Not that we use XP.
We don't get XP.
No, don't worry. I will double that 0 XP just for you.
Thank you.
You know what? I'll triple it.
If you make it through this fight, I'll do you one better. I'll let you completely remake your characters again with new stats and everything as we move to a new system.
I think I'll be doing that at the end of this fight, no matter what. Whether Inoltrare survives or not.
Alright, so is that your turn, Morgan?
Yep, regular fee is up.
Normal fee.
Okay, so
15 health.
Yep. So, regular fee looks up, and they've actually so the cloak sort of slowly materialized back on them, but the hood's down.
They've returned to a sense of normalcy.
they look at the admiral, smile and say, "You know what? I think I should thank you. As they say, don't kill the part of you that cringes. Wait, don't kill the part of you that's cringe. Kill the part that cringes."
What the hell are
And
you
with that-
talking about, child?
And with that, they're going to summon the other sword back to their other hand. And then they're going to run in for their 2 attacks.
Roll the dice.
That is a 19.
Mm-hmm. That one hits.
And that is a 22.
That one hits. You're rolling good.
Yeah. To be fair, I have a +6 to hit now, so that makes things a lot easier.
Hmm.
Because, you know, that 0 dexterity modifier was really holding me back. Oh, don't forget the dreadful strikes dice. Oh, and the favored foe dice. Okay, that is 6, 7, 8, +7, 15, +3, 18 points of damage.
Okay. Is that for
And
both?
then they, yeah, that's total. Then they rush off again.
Okay, then. That will be an Inoltrare now.
I'm smiling because I've just realized she's used her reaction that lets her auto pass a save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has, hasn't she? I'm going to move 25 feet away and fireball her.
Well, she still gets to roll for it.
Yeah, she does. Roll it.
2.
DC 15, so here we go.
No, I'm sorry. With her modifier 4.
I'll re-roll that one because it fell on my crotch. Right, so 12 for the first 4. That's pretty low. Let's see if we can do a bit better than that. 17 for the second, so that's 39 points of fire damage.
That's a lot of fire damage.
It is.
Okay. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, and then I'm going to approach again until I am right next to her.
Okay. Can you do that? Do you have enough movement speed to do? Oh yeah, bonus action dash.
I don't need a bonus action dash, I can just walk. I only needed to get like 10 feet away before I could cast Fireball and not get any of us, because it's only a 20-foot radius. No, I need to go 20 feet. No, I probably can't get close enough.
If you want to get closer, you're going to have to bonus action dash.
Well, I can't, I'm not a rogue.
I always forget that's a rogue thing.
Yeah, it's also a monk thing, but that's it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make gestures and like, come and get me, you idiot.
Yeah, that means it's her turn. Roll me
Oh.
persuasion.
Me? With my persuasion? Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. I think at the moment I have -2 to persuasion. Yeah. Oh, 17.
Ooh, okay. She's going to take you up on that offer. She is going to give me a moment.
Is everything alright?
There's a strange noise coming through from somewhere, but I'm not sure where.
Huh?
Oh, it was coming through from Bray. Okay.
Wait, was it? It's possible. Wait, can you hear anything?
Nope.
Nope. Whatever it is, it stopped. It was weird.
It's possible it was just the me causing the me messing about with my pop cover.
Wow, paladins really don't have a lot of offensive spells that aren't smite, do they?
I mean, their offensive spell is smite. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Paladins have the offensive smell of a cop.
They have a lot of other smites as spells that they can stack with their other smite, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I know, but like that's what I meant though. Like they don't have a lot more than that, do they?
They don't need it.
I do have one option. Looking at you, Inoltrare. Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Motherfucker.
I do have that option as a glory paladin.
Using Jesus against me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's poetic, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what's funny about the guiding bolt, though? If you're a girl, it doesn't make any noise, but if you're a guy, it makes a ringing noise.
Terrible. Is
13
guiding
to
bolt a
hit.
save or an attack roll?
Attack roll, 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Shield. Nope.
Oh.
Nick's only just remembered he's had that prepared all this time.
Oh, congratulations! Because not only did you avoid 4d6 radiant damage, you avoided an advantage attack next round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was looking at the spell list. I thought, oh, glory paladins at 3rd level get guiding bolt. Yeah, but frustratingly, that is her turn.
I laugh.
Okay, Morgan.
All right, come on, witch vault. Let's go.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is a 22 to hit.
that hits.
And because it is automatically upgraded to 3rd level, that is 3d12 for damage.
That's nice.
Give me the
Oh,
number.
that's-
Give me the number.
It's 14.
Do you get that every turn, or is it just 1d12 on the subsequent turns?
If I maintain it, I can.
Why would you not?
This is true.
Okay.
Why have
Yes,
witch
the
bolt
initial-
if you're not going to maintain it?
The initial damage, but it's 1d12 after.
The flames
fair.
look like they're starting to come apart a bit. You're not sure how much more she can take. See, it's your go. Well,
Okay.
wait, unless Morgan has something else to do. I apologize. Yeah, I apologize. The GM should not end a player's turn.
Nope.
Then Fee.
Okay, so, yep, same as before, but now Fee has both their swords back. So they're just charging, and they're looking quite, yep, like there's still quite a bit of a cheerful Fee at the fore at the moment. So they're just charging forward with both swords, and slash slash, bonus slash, and the first one is a 10, which I'm going to assume doesn't hit. The second one is a 25, which I really wish was one more. And number 3 is 19.
First one was the 10 you said?
Yeah.
Last 2 hit.
Okay. Okay, so let me calculate this. All right, yeah, I'm back to dual wielding them, so that's back to D6s. Got the D4s for the vicious strikes. Where's my other D4 gone? Don't want to lose a D4. Another D4 for favored foe. And I can't forget to add the extra damage. So that is... Ooh. Oh, I came this close to having all 4s for the D4s. Anyway, that's 8 plus 3, 11. Oh, I got 2 6s though.
Ooh.
So that's 11 plus 12, 23, plus 6, 29 points of damage.
Ouch.
Damn.
And then, of course, they they whisper, "Catch you later," and rush off again.
In a newer one.
In a
Yeah,
new run.
This fight really shows the power of action economy, doesn't it?
Also, the power of cringe.
And the power of God and anime.
Yeah, that's it. He has literally got the power of God and anime on their side now.
Stop stepping
been
on
freed.
Inoltrare's shoes, who's normally the one with the power of God.
Speaking of, Inoltrare, how do you respond to the guiding bolt?
How do I respond to the guiding bolt? Yeah, I'm going to... I can't use Rhymes Binding Ice. That would be a very good response normally, but freedom of movement. I'm going to...
Yeah, fun fact for fun idea for DM. If you want to make your boss basically immune to a lot of the normal player cheese and not have to worry about concentration, freedom of movement lasts an hour.
I wish I'd taken Dispel Magic. I really wish I'd taken Dispel Magic.
It lasts an hour and has no concentration.
I am going to just very quickly check my magic items. Nope. Yeah, okay, I'm going to cast... Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's some stuff on the ground, right? There's probably something that's about 5 pounds or 10 pounds of weight.
Probably a rock, a piece of wood.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a rock and catapult.
A particularly large fish.
Yeah, okay, we're going with fish. Particularly large fish, a 10-pound fish, because this is a second level catapult. So I need a dexterity saving throw.
Yep, that is a 13.
13 is a fail. My DC is 15. So that's going to be 4d8 bludgeoning. That's 2 very high, 2 very low. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Well, the fish rams directly into the skeleton inside the flames, and it comes out the other side perfectly cooked.
Of course.
And thankfully you're in the ocean, so perfectly seasoned.
Oh, delicious.
And second of all, the flames begin to go wild, and then they go out. I will remember this.
I hope not.
As long as this curse keeps me alive, I will hunt you down. I'll find you.
Well, curse or not, you'll have to take the drats.
And I'll be sure to sew your mouth shut particularly. And with that, the bones crumble onto the ground.
We did it! How do we get out of here?
Leaving nothing behind but a glowing orange egg.
Egg. I'm going to pick it up.
And, yeah.
It's all...
Naruto runs in to look at the egg.
Okay, Fee's going to get there way before I do.
The egg is fairly large, probably around 5-6 pounds. And its shell is very slightly translucent. You could see something swimming inside of it.
6 pounds for an egg really speaks to the economy we're living in.
Yeah, the action economy has really suffered from inflation, as you can see.
So those castings are haste.
I hate all of you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fine, it weighs 2.72 fake British units. Or kilograms.
Metric or imperial?
Or kilograms.
That's more of a French thing.
Do we keep it? The egg?
Looks like a shark egg.
It actually looks more like a chicken egg.
So we could make an omelet?
It looks like a giant chicken egg. But it's glowing and orange.
Okay, can we see what's actually inside the egg? Since the shell's translucent.
It's slightly translucent, and like you could tell something is moving around in there. You can't get a good look at what it is.
I mean, if it's avian and it's glowing and orange and it came from something that was just on fire, I'm gonna guess it's a phoenix.
I mean, it could also be grounded.
Grounded origin story.
I mean, if we need to figure out curses, then we should go to Grounded's children.
I mean, to be fair, Ground was once an egg.
Oh my god, has your backstory been a huge pun on... No, I know, it's a different pun. I know what pun it is.
So, are y'all going to keep it or leave it behind?
Yeah, I'll just put it into the... I'll put it into the jar with the preserved illicit tadpole.
Maybe we shouldn't pick... Wait, maybe you shouldn't pick all that, Morgan.
You see a large shadow from go over you as if something's swimming above you.
It's Nestor, and he has given up his pacifist ways.
Well, you're half right.
Oh no.
You see a large turtle with a cracked shell. And
Hi, Nessie.
It swims down to you. And it looks at all of you. And it speaks. You need to leave.
Oh, we're trying to.
I'll take you wherever you need to leave. You are not welcome in my home anymore.
I'm sorry about the...
Don't. You just need to leave. Where am I taking you?
The Korakii Harbor would be excellent.
I want to go.
Fine. Get on. Don't touch the crack.
Fee casts from a cure wounds from a second level spell slot on the turtle.
How much does that heal?
Don't think it's going to be as much as a meteor strike.
Probably not. 2d8, so plus my spell casting ability modifier. You want me to roll it?
Go ahead.
Okay, and what's my wisdom score again? Oh. That is 12 points of healing.
Okay, so you healed 12 points of the 176 damage you dealt.
I score.
It's the thought that matters.
The turtle takes you home.
I got 4 more of those, Morgan. You know, just saying.
Well, by the time you get home, by the time you get to Korakii again, it is about sunrise.
And I'm kidding, Inoltrare wouldn't say that. Inoltrare likes Morgan, even if the player is terrified of him.
Yeah, it's twice now that Morgan has experienced a situation in which he could have just talked to the entity and could have solved things peacefully, and somebody else attacked it.
I wasn't trying to attack it.
I'm sorry. You asked for what's essentially divine intervention, and what I know about the Celestials of your world, that was the best divine intervention they could have given.
You're not wrong. That's the worrying part. Is I really can't argue with it at all. This is all my own fault.
They're literally going to be the villains of the next campaign. Do you expect some heroism?
No.
So, how in trouble is Fee?
Yeah. How many dinners and bedtimes has Fee missed?
Yeah.
Roll me a d20, Fee.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say that Fee sort of pulled their hood back down, and you know the sort of gloomy, peppy Fee sort of back to equilibrium now.
Roll me a d20, please.
Yep, rolling. 10.
You get lucky. There was apparently something happened in the sewers that required emergency repairs, and your parents were out all night. They didn't know you were out.
Yeah. Fee just sneaks back in.
You got lucky.
Meanwhile, Felix doesn't care if Inoltrare was there or not.
Felix is in a cheese-induced coma.
Oh, I forgot you lived here.
This is my house. This is my tower. Well, mine and Morgan's.
Felix Tower.
He does what to the tower?